San Antonio's Sports Center.
San Antonio Spurs easily took care of the Kings in Sacramento last night, 132-104. Wemby and Keldon Johnson each scored 18 points. De'Aaron Fox added 15 in his return to the city he once played. Spurs return to action tomorrow. They'll take on the Suns inside the Frost Bank Center. Texas Longhorns, a thriller. They advanced to the round of 64. They beat NC State last night, 68-66.
Hook 'em.
Joe Reinagel.
And for the third time in 7 seasons, the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day!
Hump day! Mike. What day is it, Mike?
Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're having a great one, whatever you're doing, however you're doing it. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. That's Jason Minix, and we recovered pretty well, I think, from the festivities last night.
I mean, what did you think? You were going to struggle today?
The possibility was there, yes.
Did you wake up hungover?
No, actually, I didn't. I moderated myself, I guess you could say, last night. In moderation.
I don't think that was moderation. I saw you last night.
Yeah, well, you did, but I was just fine. I don't know about you.
I was just fine. I was just fine, but at one point I'm walking from the Rue Pub to the Angry Elephant. I see Reinagel right, in that area in between the two patios, and he's got this green glitter all over his face. I was like, the hell happened to you? And then all of a sudden, some woman attacked me with a glitter gun.
Well, it was like a chapstick thing.
Yeah, it was gross.
Right, and with green glitter, and I don't know why you can't tell people no like that. Like, I really don't want that on my face.
I don't think you had a choice, or at least I didn't, because all of a sudden, it's like, hey, here's my friend so-and-so that I just met 3 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden she's rubbing glitter on my face.
Well, I don't know. You and Claude seem to be long-lost best friends.
I don't know a Claude.
What's his name? Wasn't Claude? That's the bar y'all were at.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I met that guy the other night, met him again. He's still not sober.
It was his girlfriend or wife or friend.
Or
I
both?
don't know. Or both.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Oscar. His name is Oscar.
That's it. Oscar.
Yeah.
And y'all met at Claude's.
Yeah.
Too many names. Well, no, it was good to see everybody out there. Again, what a great success for the Rue Pub and the Angry Elephant out there. A big party. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people out there. And I enjoyed it. It was fun.
One of the things is I see a lot of the names there already jumping up on our YouTube chat. Saw Alexandra out there at the Rue Pub last night.
Yes.
Who has been a mainstay in the chat for a long time, and she hasn't been there. It's like, did she get a new job? Is she still with us? She's like, I just hate all those fake accounts. They piss her off. So she's still paying attention. She just doesn't participate anymore.
It was good to see Alexandra last night.
So all you fake account people, stop.
Yes. She wanted to meet. She the hell with me. She goes, is Maggie here?
Yeah.
She wanted to meet Maggie, and I'm like, well, okay, I'm chopped liver, I guess, but that's all right.
Yes.
I introduced her to Maggie, and it was good. There were a lot of people, though, that I hadn't seen in a while or just said they listened to the show, and they enjoy it.
It was good times.
Yeah,
it was always a great party there at the Rue Pub. St. Patrick's Day. One of the somebody posted on Facebook, trying to decide if I'm hungover this morning or if this is just how I feel because I'm old. Because I feel like this even when I don't go drink.
Combination of the two.
However you feel today.
Yeah.
Better than Pledge. Pledge, did you shave? All right. So I'm looking at Pledge going, what's different?
Yesterday.
Well, I didn't see you yesterday. Well, it's not my fault. I never saw you at the Rue Pub.
My little box was right there the whole time.
You didn't come
I'm
to
not
the
looking
Rue
at
Pub?
your little box, Pledge.
If Pledge would have showed up there, I'm sure I would have known it, but
not really.
I mean, it was packed.
It was crowded.
It was packed. So Good time. And but again, it took me about a long time to get that glitter off my face.
It was ridiculous.
I'm glad my wife was there and saw it, or she would have thought, all right, what strip club did you just leave from?
Well, see, the way the glitter was applied, if you would have not been with your wife when it happened, it would have looked as if you earned that the fun way, and then had to explain how you had glitter on a couple of cheeks, if you know what I mean.
Well, fun for who?
For you.
Well, even more fun for the person with the glitter originally.
I mean, yes.
Yes.
But for you.
Yeah, well, sure. I don't know why. If you're not drunk or a little tipsy, that probably doesn't happen.
No, you'd have been pissed off.
Exactly.
You would have been mad because she almost messed up a hair.
She didn't touch the hair.
Well, of course not.
Not at all.
Her hand would have got stuck.
And the glitter, it looked like, it's just right there on the top, right underneath your eye.
She did not do a good job of applying it.
Well, I think she was probably
not sober.
Not sober either.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody was sober at that place, other than the people that worked there, maybe.
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 No. Now, I'm curious how well you're feeling today because Corwin says, Joe on YouTube, and you can comment on our YouTube page, used to give us more than 2 humps.
I used to.
Are you getting lazy with your humps?
No, I just, it evolves.
It evolves.
Over time.
Hump day! Have the energy to give the people more? Corwin wants more humps.
I got plenty of humps once, and then after that, it may take 24 hours to recharge. I had to grind on that ugly ass dude, or 48 hours maybe. I don't know.
48.
It's going to take a while.
Come on. A cigarette is it?
It's a cigarette. It's all good. It's all good. It's 2 humps and a laugh and a happy hump day, I think is good. And Corwin wants more humps. Maybe I'll throw in a third next hour. Let me tell you something. When you feel kind of old, so I'm sitting. I had an appointment and I was running a little bit late, and I always get slot skis on Wednesday. It's just something that I do. And
yep.
So I figured, I'll download the app. And I'll order it on there, and I'll just swing in and pick it up.
Don't tell on yourself, man.
Well, it's weird because I'm sitting there looking at this thing, and number one, I screwed myself because I didn't order the combo. Like the sandwich, the chips, and the drink.
Yeah.
Well, I ordered them each individually. And then
and on the app, the person at the cash register would just make that the combo, but on the app, they won't.
Well, no, but they should, right?
They should.
They should. So then I get there, and it's ready, sitting on the rack, or whatever they call that thing, and there's 2 drinks there. And I'm like, wow, because, dude, I saw this strawberry lemonade, and I'm thinking, that looks really good. Well, there was a strawberry lemonade and a regular lemonade. And I'm like, well, that can't be my order. She says, oh, yeah, it's yours. I'm like, Well, they didn't charge me for it, thank goodness. So
you stole the drink?
Well,
you stole somebody else's drink?
They gave it to me.
They gave it to you.
I didn't steal anything.
Did you pay for it?
No.
Then you stole it.
I didn't steal it. They gave it to me. Sometimes people just give you things. They said, hey, Joe, you deserve an extra lemonade.
Is that what she said?
No.
Oh, okay. It was on the shelf, and you just took it.
Well, sure. Well, I had a lemonade to drink on the way to work, and once I got here to have the sandwich, I had another one.
All right. You going to give us the rest of the story?
What? I look like Paul Harvey?
Yeah. Yes, kids.
I don't know what the rest of the story is.
Well, I mean, one, you finally figured out how you can order food on your app, and you're like, it's a great idea. I should probably do that more.
I think it is good. It is, and it was.
Oh, it's a great idea, Jim.
I swung in there, and there it was sitting on the shelf.
You can do that at a variety of restaurants, but you do have to understand how it all works.
Well, yeah.
And then the honor system that goes with it when you go in, because all the to-go orders are going to be on that same shelf or rack, as you want to call it.
It looked like a rack.
And you're supposed to take your order, not somebody else's.
No, the lady wouldn't let me do that. I said, I have an order to pick up. What's your name? I told her my name, and she said, well, here it is, right here.
And then you said, well, I didn't order 2 drinks.
Well, I didn't want to get into it with her, so I thought actually I was charged for it.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh, geez. Okay, well, whatever.
Oh, geez.
Whatever, So I just took it.
Uh-huh.
And then got here, looked at the receipt, and, well, it wasn't. So thank you, Schlotsky's, for the extra lemonade.
No, I think I know Reinego well enough. He's going to go by there later today and give him $3 because he's going to feel guilty.
No, you'd lose that bet.
About stealing.
Yeah, you'd lose that bet.
Because you've now stole from Schlotsky's and told well over 100,000 people that you're a drink stealer.
See, it was a gift as far as I'm concerned. It was a gift. What am I going to – look, if I would have eaten at the restaurant and drank my lemonade, I could have gotten a refill.
You could have.
So I look at it that way. I just had the refill.
They just gave you the refill with it.
They gave it to me. They knew.
I
looked thirsty, I guess.
Every restaurant does that. Yeah, that guy had a lot to drink last night. He needs to hydrate. Have two lemonades, sir.
Exactly right.
Is that what that was?
It was damn good lemonade, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Although, do you call it lemonade when it's strawberry?
It's strawberry lemonade.
I know, but is there any lemonade in there? It's strawberry flavored
lemonade.
Aid.
You want your straw aid?
It's strawberry aid. Straw aid. Yeah, that's a good question.
Is it not like an Arnold Palmer, some strawberry and some lemonade?
I don't think so. I think it was just all strawberry. No lemons. I don't know if those would go well together. Would they? Strawberry and lemonade? Straw, lim, aid.
Spurs won last night. They dominated the Kings.
The Kings.
It's about as entertaining as trying to figure out strawberry lemonade.
The Kings looked like they would have rather been in the street getting their fingernails pulled out. It was unbelievable. I mean, they had no interest in that game at all. None whatsoever. They've already quit on the season, and fortunately for the Spurs, they're fine. Although a bunch of sharpshooting Spurs last night.
Big time.
Yep, let's talk about it. You want to? I think we will.
Yes.
Let's do that when we continue here on this hump day. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Nobody ever plans on getting arrested, but it does happen to a lot of people every day for all kinds of reasons. If you get arrested, you want to get out of jail fast, and the best way to do that is by calling my good friend Albert and his great staff at AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121. Text BAIL to 474747. Or you can start the bonding process online at mybestbailbonds.com. You don't have to call attorneys or anybody else to get out of jail, and you don't want to be forced into a PR bond. If the jail offers you a PR bond, make sure you truly understand what those conditions are before accepting it. Your best option for stress-free bail bonds, AA Best Bail Bonds. Nobody beats their price. They offer payment plans, a free shuttle service. They're discreet and confidential and open 24/7. Offices all over San Antonio and Texas, services nationwide. So if you're up in Dallas, down in Corpus, anywhere in between, license number 149. Call AA Best Bail Bonds, 210-225-2121, or go online, mybestbailbonds.com.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Join NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse, the San Antonio Gunslingers, and Real Truck for a pregame tailgate party. Saturday, March 28th. Bring the family and meet the team ahead of their March 29th season opener with free food, games, and prizes. Plan your tailgating and seasonal adventures with Real Truck products like Undercover Ultraflex, Retracts, and other outdoor must-haves. Join NAW, the Gunslingers, and Real Truck for a free family event on Saturday, March 28th at Northwest Automotive Warehouse on Culebra Road. Online at nawtruckaccessories.com.
People. They're good. Good for laughs, for snorts, for cries, and goodbyes. People are good for doing nothing or getting up to something. People are good for squad goals and squad. People are good for you. Jim Beam. Best enjoyed together.
Jim Beam, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, 40% alcohol by volume, 2026 James B. Beam Distilling Company, Claremont, Kentucky.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds and you're overweight. Winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-511-3535, 800-511-3535, or biglou.com.
Drivers who switch their home and auto with Progressive could save money and time. Other things try to do this, but they really don't. Like the touchscreen at fast food places. It's not like you save time because it takes you longer to use a touchscreen than, I don't know, someone who works there. And another thing, you'd think it would save money because they're not paying a cashier, right? But no, same price. Also, why is there an option to tip? Who am I tipping? Exactly. Anyway, even if you can't save money and time with some things, you could with a Progressive home and auto bundle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Jackson Hewitt has a great tax prep deal, $149 or less. Missing out is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. You'll regret it. Seriously, the price is only $149 or less, no matter how complicated, so don't wait. Like when you get a password expires today alert or you're shopping online and there's only one item left. It's like your taxes are in the cart, just complete the purchase. Hurry, this deal for $149 or less is like your phone at 1%. It's about to power down. Limited time offer for new clients on federal returns. Participating locations only. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com/149.
4. All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94-1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th. Yeah, it's officially sold out. 4. But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila. It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Oh, man. There's a lot of comedians in our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, channel, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, there's some funny ones in there, and then some that, you just like, Yeah. I guess that's any comedian. This is The Blitz, by the way. I'm Joe. He's Jason. Spurs were fantastic last night, especially from the three-point stripe. And then Wemby's defense, I don't know. What do you say about Wemby's defense? It was just like he was
out of this world for the alien.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it was crazy. 25 threes, which is a franchise record. Crazy.
I get home last night, and the game is obviously still on. And I think Sean had already left for the restaurant, and Jacob Toby couldn't wait to get there. But, boy, when they hit that 25th three, I credit, as a play-by-play guy doing a bad game, and you're disinterested, and everybody else is disinterested, and it's late. Most people have already probably tuned out, gone to bed, done something else. I mean, just brutal. But his excitement level when they set a franchise record was worthy of just the excitement. It was strawberry lemonade worthy, if you will, because that game was brutal.
Yeah, brutal.
The Spurs led by as many as 38, and it didn't even feel that close. Sacramento should be ashamed of themselves, because I know they're not good, but my goodness, some sort of effort needs to be in there. You should get a penalty. You should get a fine for games that are just that bad.
Yeah, wouldn't you just, honestly, just say, hey, we're not going to play today. We lose, we forfeit. I guess you got to go through the motions. Look, they're not even the lowest team, though, on the totem pole. They're fourth right now, behind 3 Eastern Conference teams, record-wise, for the amount of ping pong balls. And I guess they're trying to see what they could do about making up for that. But last night, honestly, looked like they were just going through the motions. It was. You're right. Embarrassed. It was pathetic the way they played last night. Spurs, they came out, played a basketball game like they're supposed to, and the Kings, I don't know what the hell they were playing.
And look, 25 of 49 from 3 for the Spurs, 51%. 25 threes sets a record. But it started with their defense, and De'Aaron Fox says that's the key to this basketball team.
I think what's been working is defensively. We've been playing extremely well. We have, I think, 8 guys averaging over 10 points. So, offensively, coming into the season, we knew that wouldn't have been our problem. So, whenever we're able to get stops and then make our already good offense a little bit easier, I think that's whenever we've been able to go on these runs. And I think that's why, the month of February, we're so good, because we were playing extremely well defensively. So, that's where it starts for us, and we're able to get it done right now.
Well, that's a good thing, because in the playoffs, you're going to have to play defense. You got to play good defense, and they have been. And when you got a guy like, I don't know if you saw, and I didn't see the whole game, but there was a highlight that I saw this morning where I don't know who the King player was, but he goes into the lane, Wemby's there, and he comes back out, and he's trying to do all this stuff, and there's nothing he can do, and Wemby ended up getting a block anyway.
Well, and that's the key. The defense and the ball movement. And one of the things that De'Aaron Fox said last night after the game when it comes to ball movement is the unselfish play for all of these guys.
Like I said, we have guys that can put the ball in the basket themselves, but we enjoy playing together. We enjoy seeing each other succeed. So that makes, sharing the ball that much easier, because obviously, Vic can isolate, I can isolate, Steph, Dylan, we have a bunch of guys that can just go out there and go get it, but we don't play that way. And we know that throughout the course of a game, there are times where we do have to just be able to go out and get a bucket. But we continue to move the ball. And like I said, just try to make, our offense that's already good, we try to make it easier on ourselves. And being able to move the ball does that.
And they're good at that too. Right now, this team's it's very difficult to find anything they're doing wrong. Everything they do seems to be the right move and the right call, and it's fun to watch.
Well, it is, but again, you think about the tough game against the Clippers, and then a back-to-back against a bad Sacramento team. And one of the things that we've guarded against, and this team, January, December, November, would play down to competition. Wemby has said they have figured out to maintain their level of play no matter who the opponent is.
Over the couple of years I've been with this organization, I've learned to trust the staff. Right now I'm talking about the medical staff and who treat all the data and the load, etc. And my trust is hard-earned, but they have it. So I'm going to trust their judgment and how we're going to manage this end of the season. But you can be sure that when I'm on that court, I'm not going to be chilling.
He's not going to be chilling. And again, he's not going to take days off, but he is going to trust those guys. And Sacramento's getting 110% of Wemby, not we've got this. I don't have to try hard.
Well, that should tell you everything you need to know about how they're going to finish the season. Wemby obviously already knows that his minutes are going to be limited between now and the time the playoffs start.
You think about the way Wemby is so competitive. And we've talked about this. That dude is going to try to win everything. De'Aaron Fox talked about that last night after the win.
Yeah, he's probably outside of my wife. He's the most competitive person that I've ever met. Whether it's training camp, practice, shooting drill, like I said, all-star game, it doesn't matter. Vic's trying to win. And even after some games, he's like, yeah, I want to be the MVP. And some guys don't say that. And, I don't think it's, being humble or being cocky or anything like that, but that's the way that he is. He wants to be the best player on the floor every time he steps on the floor. And our job is to help him. Our job is to make that easier. But he makes the game a world easier for all of us, both offensively and defensively. But just the way that he is, the way he approaches the game, he's a workhorse. When people talked about he goes to sleep at 9 o'clock, like that stuff is real. And that's because the way that he approaches the game. And you really admire that. And he brings our team up with that as well. When we played like a bad team towards the beginning of the year, at times, like, you could play down to the competition. For example, the Laker game. We all knew they threw some bull out there, and we knew it. They knew it. And he comes out and he has 30 in the first quarter. Like, a lot of times people don't do that because they look at who's across from them, and you kind of let your guard down, and he doesn't do that. Regardless of who we're playing against, regardless if we're playing Oklahoma team that's the best team in the league, or it's Washington. I don't know who the worst team in the league is right now, but regardless of who we're playing against, he comes up there. I know. I looked at the standings this morning, so it's an East team. Well, it's 2 East teams. I think it's like Indiana. Yeah, one of those teams that's the worst team in the league right now. Like, regardless of who they throw out there, he comes out there and he wants to punch people in the mouth. He doesn't talk about it to us, but like I've seen him say it in the media, and that's the way that he is, and you can tell that just by the way that he approaches.
He'll get his chance for sure. I just don't think it'll be this year.
Well, and you think about De'Aaron Fox, and obviously playing back in Sacramento, where this team is, when they made the trade last year, and they didn't get a lot of time, Wemby and De'Aaron together, before Wemby got shut down. And we talk about nobody expected this team to be fighting for the top seed in the West this year. Except for De'Aaron Fox said, there were signs we could have this kind of a quick turnaround.
I saw potential in it. I don't know if I'd say I thought it would happen that quickly, but then coming into training camp, and obviously like our staff kind of moved around a little bit, seeing how detail-oriented they were coming into this season. And then obviously, I was out the first 8 games, and we won 5 in a row. I was like, we can be really, really good. And I got back in the lineup, and, obviously that momentum kept going. And just throughout the season, against when we're playing good teams or when we're playing bad teams, whatever it may be, I feel like we always give ourselves a chance to win, even when we're not playing well because of what we're able to do defensively. And obviously a lot of that has to do with Vic. And that's why, we have so much confidence in ourselves because, one, we have a lot of guys that put the ball in the basket. And even when we're not making shots, and it's not, every day that nobody on our team is making shots, but we give ourselves a chance to win because of the way we guard.
Now, do you hear that in Fox's voice, how thrilled he is that he's not living in Sacramento anymore and playing for that crappy Kings team? He is just he sounds thrilled. And why not? He's on a team now that is a legit title contender that's got arguably, certainly one of the best players in the NBA on it, in Wemby. You got to be thrilled if you're a De'Aaron Fox after languishing and playing for a Kings team that, up and down. They've been decent at times, and then just god awful at times.
Well, and again, De'Aaron Fox and his management team or whoever was advising him, the fact that his wife is from San Antonio certainly does help.
Yep.
But when he was orchestrating his exit from Sacramento, he pointed his car in one direction. And it wasn't just because his in-laws are here. And there are people that would probably do that. But I think that De'Aaron Fox, the idea that he could play with Wemby and have a chance to go win championships. And I think De'Aaron Fox is going to be the first of many that are going to do what they can to try to get to San Antonio to be a part of this organization as long as Victor is a part of it. The idea that this year they're obviously headed to the playoffs, and not officially clinched a playoff spot yet, but that's just a formality at this point, but are a legitimate title contender. I do think you're going to see more guys that are going to try to get to be a part of this, that their egos aren't so big that, I don't want to share the spotlight with Wemby. I think guys are going to line up to want to play with Wemby. And obviously now, that lack of playoff experience is going to be the storyline when it comes to the San Antonio Spurs when the playoffs begin. But even Mitch Johnson said, that's just something that you just got to deal with.
We've acknowledged our lack of experience because we know it's there. So we're not gonna lie. We're not also going to avoid it like it's some shadow or dark cloud that's looming over us. And it's also real. And so people can take that and make whatever opinion or logical reasoning or projection out of that. We won't do that. We haven't projected anything all year. We're going to wake up tomorrow and deal with the day and put the work in and attack it. And we think if we do that, then if we go about the game or the process or whatever's in front of us in the right nature, I think we'll be okay.
Well, we won't know. Right?
Exactly.
Until we get there. We won't know until we get there, and that's the thing. So, Mitch Johnson, though, I think has got enough of a resume, so to speak, with his team this year that he knows they're going to go out, they're going to compete, and they're going to play hard, regardless if that's the regular season in March or the playoffs in April. So I think in that respect, he's got to feel pretty good about what he's seeing. But even Mitch Johnson, I think, has got to learn the difference in the level of play that he'll see in the playoffs, because it's coming, and it will come, and it's a different level of play. It always is, year in and year out, and this year's not going to be any exception.
And again, though, I mean, as a head coach, Mitch has 0 playoff experience.
Mm-hmm.
The players don't have experience in those moments. I mean, you look at a guy like, I don't know, and we'll get into it coming up, John Miller, late in the game, his coaching, and that's a guy with the resume.
Yeah.
In a tight moment, damn near cost the Longhorns last night.
I'm glad the officials ate their whistle, because they could have teed that guy up if they wanted to. But and I don't blame him for being excited. I mean, it was an exciting shame. We will get into it when we talk about it. But you got to keep your emotions in check. And I think Mitch Johnson is a guy that does that. I mean, you don't ever see that guy getting too high or too low, too pissed off. You just don't see it. He's pretty level-headed pretty much all the time, and I think that's going to suit him well when we get into the playoffs. But look, they're going to face some adversity in the playoffs. All right? They're not going to go 16-0. All right, so I'm just telling you, they're not going to.
What?
So they're going to face some adversity. It's just a matter of
how dare you?
A matter of how they handle it. And thus far, they've handled adversity pretty well.
15-1.
Nah.
Joe hates San Antonio.
That's me.
Apparently.
I don't know. There's a lot of Spurs fans. Although, they damn near went unbeaten on the rodeo road trip.
Damn near.
And I think there's 3 of us sitting here that didn't think that would ever happen.
But they didn't go undefeated.
Well, they didn't.
So we were right.
But they only lost 1 game. I don't know. I think we all kind of had them more closer to 500.
I thought we had them all. None of us had them winless, but 1 to 2 losses is where when we did that poll.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how you voted.
We should go back to that, because I call him BS on both of y'all. 1 to 2 losses
on the rodeo road trip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Pretty sure that's what it was.
Well, I mean, the people. Yeah. And when people, I don't include you or Pledge.
Are we not people now?
I'm not sure what y'all are.
Jeez.
Joe had him under 500.
I'm not.
Oh, probably.
No, I didn't.
I'm not sure if I believe that or not. I call BS.
Good. You
there
should.
were only 4 options.
You got to be skeptical. I think I had them losing. I don't know. Remember what the categories were? Undefeated 1 to, I think 3 to 4 maybe was in there, and then there was the worst thing.
Undefeated 1, 2, 3 or 4 losses under 500.
I think I said 3 to 4 losses. So obviously I was off on that. I know that there were some people on our YouTube page that predicted that they would go unbeaten, and they had 1 stinker in New York.
That's it.
So
speaking of, real quick, Shams on the TV and then off with some news. Giannis is going to get shut down for the remainder of the season, or at least the Bucks want to do that.
He does not want to do that.
He does not want to do that. Multiple meetings, Shams tweets out, over his status in the last 24 hours since his hyperextended knee diagnosis, and a disagreement has ensued between the sides on whether it is best for him to return.
Well, if you're Milwaukee, you don't want him to return because you're not going to the playoffs, I don't think. Are they in the playoff chase? I'm not sure that they are, but so they don't want him to. I mean, they're going to be in that lottery ball raffle or whatever it is.
Raffle.
I don't want that bingo. So
a raffle, you say.
They don't want him to return. and he wants to play. He's a ball player. I have a feeling he's not long for the city of Milwaukee. By the way, just to what?
Bucks are 11th.
11th. Okay.
They're right there.
So you're saying there's a chance
at 11,
and the Bucks are saying we don't want that chance.
They don't want that
Sit
chance.
down.
Yeah. By the way, as good as the Spurs are playing, the Oklahoma City Thunder are playing just as well. They won their 9th straight last night, and they're going to win 10 straight after tonight because they take on Brooklyn, another team that has already hung it up for the season.
And they're pulling out all the stops or shoes to try to get their wins. Did you see the highlights of Alex Caruso?
Yes, I did.
Now, part of me says, all right, he was a kind guy. He didn't want somebody to trip over his shoe. It came off his foot, so he picked it up, and then he used it as a weapon.
Hand, shoe in the hand. He's going to swing at it. Hits the ball with his shoe.
Kirkland and Tyler Ricks. I think because he swatted at the ball with his shoe.
Yeah.
It's a technical foul and a basket. I don't think I've ever seen this before.
Not at the NBA level. That was some playground stuff.
Well, it really was, but I mean, if you're Caruso, I don't know why not. You know, like you said, I don't think you want anybody to twist an ankle on his shoe. He picks it up and he's holding it. Why not try to?
It's an extension of his hand at that point.
Well, I think that's what he was trying to explain to the official, and the official was calling BS.
Well, I mean, he was just being polite. If he would have picked up the shoe and tossed it to the sideline, might have hit a fan.
Could have.
Left it out there. Somebody trips over it and turns an ankle.
Well, the problem is he even missed the ball. So it didn't help him any. And he still gets teed up. I mean, that's. I mean, if he'd have blocked the shot, it would have been better. But, they're playing well. They really are. And, hey, I could see a destiny. OKC, San Antonio, Western Conference Final Series. That would be a lot of fun, to say the least. No doubt about it. Texas Longhorns, well, they started off the March Madness tournament with a bang. Exciting. That's why we like the tournament, and they certainly did that with a last-second shot. But Sean Miller, well, he tried to screw it up. We'll tell you what we're talking about. We continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. First, let me tell you about my good friends at Stevens Roofing. You know, I love talking about Stevens Roofing for a lot of reasons. But number one, it's a family-owned company, a local company, and they're just nice people. They really are nice people. Fantastic. And not to mention the fact that they've been in business since 1983. 1983! That should tell you everything you need to know about the reputation and the quality of work of the folks at Stevens Roofing. And if you've been thinking about solar panels on your house, they've added that to what they do. That's right. If you've been thinking about it, you want to get that done or see how it's done or what plan they can put in place, call Stevens Roofing and Solar, 210-785-0994. Tell them what you want to do. They'll help you put a plan in place, and you know exactly that they're going to get it done, and they're going to get it done right. If you've looked at your roof and you don't think it looks right or how it should be, call Stevens Roofing and Solar. They'll send a team out to your house. They'll inspect your roof for free. Now, they'll let you know if anything's wrong with it and how they can take care of any problem that is there. They're absolutely the best in the business. Stevens Roofing and Solar. Call them 210-785-0994, or you can visit them online at stevensroofing.net.
George gets justice. The accident wasn't your fault, but now you're facing pain, bills, and uncertainty. You don't have to do it alone. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, they listen, explain your options, and fight for what you deserve. No upfront costs, no stress, just real help when you need it. If you've been injured, it's time to get George. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Nigel, why are you wearing a tuxedo?
That's not just a tux. It's a statement.
But your pants are 3 inches too short and your shirt has ruffles? Folks, there's nothing sophisticated about plumbing or AC problems. When repairs are needed, call Quarter Moon and we'll have a truck at your home or office fast and we'll fix the problem with fair pricing.
Joel, don't be jealous of my new look.
That looks like it's from the 70s, and man, it sure is tight.
Nonsense, Joel.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004. Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
There's a difference between liking a house and actually getting it. Redfin is built to make up that difference and close the gap between finding and owning the home for you. Redfin agents close twice as many deals as other agents. So when you find a home you love, you're not a step behind when it's time to make an offer. That means less watching great homes disappear and more focus on the one you'll actually move into and call home. Redfin helps turn saved listings into real addresses. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
When snack time calls, Pork Rinds answers. Be your own crunch time hero with Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. Skip the chip and go straight for the ultimate crunch that's low carb, high protein, and loaded with bold flavor. We're talking sweet barbecue or hot honey. Yeah, it's that good. Snack smarter, crunch harder. Stock up on Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds at H-E-B or head to porkrinds.com. Make Southern Recipe your crunch time hero.
2 words: prostate exam. Did your butt just clench? Relax. Screening starts with a simple, finger-free blood test. Around 1 in 8 men in the United States will be diagnosed with prostate cancer in their lifetime. But don't clench. Prostate cancer can have over a 99% 5-year relative survival rate when caught at a localized or regional stage. If you're 40 or older and have a prostate, visit RelaxIt'sABloodTest.com to see if a PSA blood test is right for you. Talk to your doctor about screening and next steps. Sponsored by Novartis.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom.
Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Trying to keep up with today's fast-changing digital landscape? With more ways to consume content than ever before, it is getting harder to reach your customers. You need more than just a presence. You need the experts at Conrex Digital. We craft websites that convert. We curate engaging content on social and block channels. We generate quality leads through Google and Meta. We dominate your competition on streaming TV. Bold marketing, real results. Conrex Digital makes it happen. Visit conrexdigital.com. That's conrexdigital.com.
Oh my goodness. Minix just sent me something.
It's on the internet. I don't know if it's true, but it's kind of funny.
It is kind of funny. It's a crazy McDonald's double cheeseburger order that's going viral. When all this looks like the person wanted was pickles.
Well, it really reminded me of something that James Pledger would order, because when you get a food order for James Pledger, it's order me this, no onions, no ketchup, no mustard, extra pickles, no cheese, no bun, no meat patty.
just extra pickles.
So they filled up the container with pickles, and that's it.
I mean, if you want pickles, just go order pickles.
Maybe it's cheaper to buy it that way than it is to just ask for extra pickles, but it's just kind of random.
Double cheeseburger, no cheese, no bun, no meat, extra pickles. Huh.
Yeah, what's the point?
There is no point.
How much is a jar of pickles versus a double cheeseburger?
Well, do you have to pay for a double cheeseburger when you didn't get any cheese or meat?
If that's what you ordered, that's what gets rung up.
I guess. There's no
what? It's Instagram, dude.
I'm just saying you don't see how much it was.
No, but the order is the double cheeseburger.
Sure. No, I'm looking at it.
So the carton got filled with pickles.
And they charge him for a double cheeseburger.
That's what I'm saying. But the double cheeseburger, isn't that on the value menu?
Well, I don't know if it's
so it might be cheaper to get your box of pickles that way than going and buying a jar of pickles.
Well, we should.
I've never gone to McDonald's and said, "Can I just have extra pickles? How much are they?"
We should conduct an experiment.
Dude, you won't even go eat the Arch. So why do I think you would go over there and see how much a box of pickles would cost you?
No, I would just like to see the look on their face when I said I want a double cheeseburger in a list like that. No onions, no ketchup, no mustard, no cheese, no bun, no meat.
Have you ever
patty.
ordered a burger for James Pledger?
Yeah, but
he wants nothing on there, plain and dry. Boom.
Yeah,
except for he wants the meat
and the bun
cheese and bacon.
And cheese and bacon.
We'll see. Then I can see being charged for a double cheeseburger. Unless this guy's just a moron and had, or...
Did you explain your Schlotsky's order from earlier today?
Well, I did, but
it can get complicated when you're ordering stuff.
That's apples and oranges, dude. It has nothing to do with anything. But if you're ordering, it makes no sense.
No, this one makes no sense, which is why it's going viral.
I want to
if it's true.
I don't think it's true. Do you?
It wouldn't surprise me.
I would you'd have to set this up. You'd have to have somebody with a camera on the person that's taking the order. And then, given the order, I want to see the look on that person's face.
But we don't get that. All we do is get a picture of the receipt and a box of pickles.
That's BS.
You think it's BS?
I think it's BS. I mean, if you just want pickles, you're ordering pickles.
Like I said, maybe this is a cheaper way of getting your pickles.
I think they're probably going to give you pickles if you want pickles.
Not if you don't order something. You can't just walk in and ask for pickles.
Yeah, walk in and say, I want a Coke and a box full of pickles.
Well, it's not for free.
Well, how much could pickles be?
I'm sure you could look online and see.
No,
actually, Pledge, can we send Caden to McDonald's to order a box of pickles? we need Caden to go make this video and literally walk up and do the order. A double cheeseburger, no onion, no ketchup, no mustard, no cheese, no bun, no meat patty. Just have him extra pickles and have him on video, and we'll do this.
I think we need to do this.
Yeah, but it's got to be somebody like Caden that goes and does the order. So he could be reading it as if James Pledger said, hey, will you go get me a double cheeseburger? Sure. And what do you want on that? And give him the order, but have him videoing it just to see. But he'd have to be discreet with the video because the dude at McDonald's can't know. I don't know if that's legal or not.
I don't know.
But I would let's send Caden down there and see, or Sam, although Sam might be busy. Caden's not. So we'll.
Caden's not even here.
Oh, he's not here.
Well, he's how long is it going to take him at Northwest Automotive Warehouse to do the site check? Because we're going to be there live here in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
So on his way back, have him do a video. Caden, if you're listening, and you should be, it's your assignment for the day. Because I know Pledge wants a box of pickles anyway.
Well, I'm kind of partial to pickles, too.
You want a box of pickles like that?
I go for some pickles. Share, yeah.
Pledge, do you like pickles? Yeah. This is perfect.
Dude, I think this is a good bit. We should do it.
Yeah, Caden, get busy.
Now, I don't know if Caden's the man for the job.
I think he's perfect.
Go get pickles.
I think he's perfect for this job.
I'm just not sure.
Well, no, because these aren't pickle spheres. They're pickle chips. That's different.
You know who would be good is Alex.
Alex?
We send Alex to do this. He'd do it, too.
All right. Well, somebody's going to do this.
Somebody's got to do it.
All right.
We'll do it. Now,
I think Alex is still recovering from yesterday.
If somebody out there wants to do that and
exactly
send the video, you could do it, too, and be a part of this fine bit that we're doing today.
Mm-hmm. How about those Texas Longhorns? Like I said throughout the show yesterday, cannot wait for what the Longhorns are going to be able to do in the tournament. Step one complete. Now bring on BYU. That's not what I said yesterday.
No, I don't think it is what you said yesterday. But, look, it was a hell of a game. That's for sure. Again, watching it there at the Roo Pub, a little bit of it anyway.
I saw that part.
Yeah. So, Tremont Mark hits this shot with 1 second left. Sean Miller, so excited he runs out onto the court. And if the officials wanted to, they could have called a technical foul. I'm happy they didn't, because that would have been kind of, chicken bleep.
Mm-hmm.
But good for Texas. And it was a good game. Texas had the lead for a lot of that game. North Carolina State rallied back and obviously made it the final finish.
It's what we love about the tournament. The excitement level that the tournament brings, even the Tuesday night True TV play-in games. The other game was good. Howard ended up winning that one. That one came down to the wire. Didn't expect that, to be honest, but they did. Hopefully tonight's games will be good. I mean, Howard, they get Michigan. Thanks for playing. Texas, and we'll get into it later in the week, the question becomes, do they have a chance? And
no is the answer. I mean, that's not even you don't have to think about it. No. Well, they're going to get beat by BYU.
You're right, but did you see the little nugget they dropped on Get Up this morning? Since they started doing this play-in deal in 2011, I believe it's all but 2 years, somebody that played on the play-in won their first-round game.
Huh. So one team has done that?
Two teams.
Okay.
Texas could, so Howard ain't going to beat Michigan. So Texas, now I know there's a couple of games tonight, but there is an opportunity. But that Texas basketball team isn't very good.
Well, they're not very good.
They're just not. It's an embarrassment for the 40 acres.
And I think they're lucky. They're fortunate that they have this opportunity. And again, you play the game. You never know what might happen. But I just don't think that I just don't think they can get by BYU. Now, tonight's going to be interesting. Miami of Ohio taking on SMU. That could be a hell of a game. Miami of Ohio lost one game this year.
And the fact that Miami of Ohio is in this situation, they lost one game and it was in their conference tournament.
Uh-huh.
And some might say that, because they didn't get the automatic bid, they're lucky to have this opportunity. But, dude, they've been good all year. Now, level of competition is what it is, but the fact that they don't even get the true tournament experience if they don't win tonight is kind of, you keep talking about wanting to expand the tournament. This is a team that should be in the tournament just based on, again, I know their competition level, but you win all the games in front of you. You should be rewarded with that, not this. But they should win tonight.
They should, although SMU.
SMU is SMU.
Miami of Ohio,
football.
The Red Hawks is what Miami of Ohio is.
You just learned that?
I didn't know that. Yeah, I follow Miami of Ohio very closely, Jason, as we all do.
Mm-hmm.
They're a 7.5 point, let's see.
Underdog.
Wow, underdog. But all right, that's weird. So SMU's favored by 7.5. Holy cow.
Well, because they're SMU. And
best team money can buy, is that what you're saying?
Well, no, SMU spends their money on football. But it would be a shame if Miami of Ohio, if they lose tonight, they're done with the season that they have had.
Yeah, but who do they play?
Nobody.
I mean, that's the argument against New England that everybody was giving. Who did they play? It doesn't matter. They lost one game, so they deserve to be there, at least have an opportunity. Because I don't know where else you're going to put them. I mean, do you just give them an automatic 16 seed somewhere?
15, 16. Well, the 16s are taken up by whoever wins tonight between Prairie View A&M and Lehigh. Games you can listen to here on 94.1. We get early release day out at 5:30 to bring you that game.
Well, it's very
those games tonight.
So here's the MAC standings.
All right.
They play Akron.
Okay.
Kent State.
All right.
Toledo. Bowling Green. Buffalo. Ball State. Central Michigan. Dude.
What are you laughing at?
I'm just saying.
All legitimate schools.
Well, legit, yes.
I mean.
He's laughing at Ball State.
Oh, it is.
That's not true.
What's their mascot, Joe?
The Balls? I have no idea.
Oh, they're the Sacks. Come on.
Let's see. What is Ball State? The Cardinals.
The Cardinals, of
How
course.
About that? Yeah, of course. Yes, everybody knows that. It's
Red and majestic.
Now, if they get their ass handed to them tonight, then I guess the committee, the NCAA committee, got it right. So
just sucks for them.
Well, it kind of does.
You're making fun of their conference.
Well, I am kind of, yes. The American could kick their ass from top to bottom.
UTSA, huh?
Yes.
No.
Well, I don't know about UTSA.
Right.
Hold on a second.
I mean, there's probably somebody doing a show in Indiana going, oh, who's in that conference when they're going through like Conference USA or the American.
Wow. Well, Miami of Ohio. Isn't that where did Roethlisberger play there?
Yeah.
Miami of Ohio.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I knew somebody famous came out of that school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. You know what? I root for SMU just because they're SMU, but
Texas.
Not going to hurt my feelings if Miami of Ohio pulls off the upset.
Well, it depends on if you put any money on this game at 7.5.
I doubt that I will.
You're too much of a degenerate.
Well, you know what? I went through the entire night last night without one bet on anything.
Exactly, Pledge.
Well,
I don't know if you could hear that from the other side of the glass, but he was too drunk.
Well,
at some point, you couldn't see your phone.
Technically, you guys, I tell you, some of the crap that you and Pledge come up with is pretty wild. I'll make the bet before I get drunk. Jeez,
but
you guys.
There was distractions yesterday when we finished the show.
Uh-huh.
And within seconds, there were beverages in our hands, and then you weren't thinking about placing a bet. And then when you thought about it, it was too late.
So who told you this wild story?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
It sounded good.
Yeah, it sounded horrible. If I wanted to make a bet, I would have made a bet.
Uh-huh.
I don't let that stuff slide. Why? I'm not one of those guys that waits till the last minute.
But you do get distracted.
You are one that waits till the last minute.
There was a lot of distracting things that showed up yesterday.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Yes.
So, yeah.
That was a great night at the Roo Pub.
What really was, and as it got closer to the end of the show, the shinier it got. Unbelievable. Let's
I want to touch it.
So, if you won the Masters, the hell would be your menu? Would you have a menu?
Of course, they give you one.
No, they don't give you one. You make it up.
Well, they give you the opportunity to have a menu.
What would yours be? Like, I don't know, barbecue?
There'd probably be some barbecue. Not just to piss you off, we would have raviolis. Chef Boyardee.
Well, that would be good. I like that. Rory McIlroy has announced, or the Masters, or whoever announces these things, announced his menu. We'll tell you what's on it. It doesn't look very good except for one thing.
What?
One thing on there looked good. Other than that, it's... And there's no Lucky Charms.
Who'd be stealing my Lucky Charms?
We will take a break. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Man, basketball is on the mind right now, but I always love watching football. All kinds of football. And the San Antonio Gunslingers, they're back, ready for season number 6. Their first home game, March 29th out at Freeman Coliseum. The kickoff at 3 o'clock against the Tulsa Oilers. Gunslingers bringing indoor football action back to the Alamo City. Love it if you've never gone and watched indoor football. Fast, high-scoring, big-time hits, high-level athletes delivering the excitement. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend you get some of those seats where you can be down there on the floor. If you're in the stands, that's great too. But when you're on the floor, man, you got a chance to catch a player, catch football, and you're right there in the action. Keep your head on a swivel, though, because it is fast-moving. It is excitement. Perfect for fans of all ages. Get your tickets now, SanAntonioGunslingers.com. SanAntonioGunslingers.com. You can get single-game tickets. You can get full-season tickets. Support your hometown San Antonio Gunslingers in the IFL Freeman Coliseum, Sunday, March 29th, the first home game of the year. Get your tickets now, SanAntonioGunslingers.com.
Riding 410 with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation, so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Have you or a loved one been arrested? Call the law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, and get the aggressive legal help you deserve. From criminal defense to personal injury, attorney Jesse Hernandez and his powerhouse team are ready to fight for your rights. Calls are answered 24/7 because legal trouble doesn't keep office hours. Call 210-807-8656 or visit jessehernandezlaw.com. That's jessehernandezlaw.com. The law office of Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, has your back.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Nigel, why are you wearing a tuxedo?
That's not just a tux. It's a statement.
But your pants are 3 inches too short and your shirt has ruffles? Folks, there's nothing sophisticated about plumbing or AC problems. When repairs are needed, call Quarter Moon and we'll have a truck at your home or office fast and we'll fix the problem with fair pricing.
Joel, don't be jealous of my new look.
That looks like it's from the 70s, and man, it sure is tight.
Nonsense, Joel.
Quarter Moon Plumbing, AC and Heating, 210-651-5899.
License number TACLA 141074EM16004.
Join NAW, Northwest Automotive Warehouse, the San Antonio Gunslingers, and Real Truck for a pregame tailgate party. Saturday, March 28th. Bring the family and meet the team ahead of their March 29th season opener with free food, games, and prizes. Plan your tailgating and seasonal adventures with Real Truck products like Undercover Ultraflex, Retracts, and other outdoor must-haves. Join NAW, the Gunslingers, and Real Truck for a free family event on Saturday, March 28th at Northwest Automotive Warehouse on Culebra Road. Online at nawtruckaccessories.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, the NFL season's going to start on a Wednesday this year on NBC. Instead of its normal Thursday night start, they're going to play a game in Melbourne, Australia. That game will be on Thursday, now on a platform to be determined. Still, Wednesday here, Thursday in Australia. Texas Longhorns are in the round of 64, beating NC State 68-66.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagle.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Yeah. Happy hump day, everybody. Hope you're having a great one, and thank you for spending a little time with us on this Wednesday afternoon. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagle. That's Jason Minix, and, well, it's a great hump day. You having a good hump day?
Absolutely. I mean, it's Wednesday. Tuesday was great, better than most Tuesdays because of St. Patrick's Day.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. And the NCAA tournament starts tomorrow.
Well, no, it started yesterday, sir.
No, it's not.
It has. That's part of the tournament.
Whatever. You think that.
It starts for you tomorrow, but it technically started yesterday.
That's like a preseason game.
It's not.
It's ridiculous.
It's win or go home. It's win or go home.
Well, it is, or live to fight another day and get beat next time.
That's fine.
I don't get the whole play-in thing. I mean, if people enjoy that, it's good. It was a great game. I'm all for good games. It was a nice finish to that. Both games were actually pretty good. To me, it's a waste of time.
Yet they want to expand the tournament to get even more bad teams in.
And I don't understand that at all. I'm not for that. I think, sometimes you have a good thing, just let it be. I mean, the field of 64 has been a tried and true, and it works great, and I don't understand it. But I think the play-in, unless you're a basketball junkie and you like watching just games for no reason. I know a lot of Texas Longhorn fans were tuned in last night, and they're happy.
Well, I mean, happy with the win, but not happy that they're in the play-in.
Well, they were fortunate enough to be in.
Yeah.
I mean, they shouldn't have been.
And now they're 11 seed. They'll get BYU. But it is kind of I'm with you, but it's almost like the story you just did in SportsCenter. The NFL is going to play on a Wednesday night, yet the game's on a Thursday because they got to go find a time zone. How do we get a Wednesday game in?
Yeah.
We'll play it on Thursday, but over yonder, and then it's actually, Wednesday here.
It makes sense.
Math.
Well, it makes sense because, they're on the other side of the earth. And it's already a day. What are they, 24 hours ahead of us?
Well, it's a different day. In the Navy, when you cross the equator, it's called shellbacking. And you literally lose a day.
Wow.
It's gone.
Well, the good news is when you come back, you get it back.
Kind of.
I mean, it's the way it works.
Kind of. But crossing the equator is a big deal. I wonder if they will get any shellbacking for this game, because all kinds of shenanigans take place in the military when that happens. And you get a whole certificate and all kinds of stuff.
Well, that's awesome. I've never crossed the equator, so I wouldn't know. I'm going to assume that it's a big deal. Do you go over like a speed bump or something?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah. It's like the turnstile at the beginning of Disneyland. You're now. No. You have no idea other than, the guys that know how to chart stuff say, here's the equator.
They could be screwing with you big time.
I mean, well, they do.
Oh, man. There ought to be something there. Like you get a T-shirt
It's the middle of the ocean. What do you want?
They could put a sign or a store up there or something with T-shirts. I just cross
You
the
understand
equator.
how the ocean works. It's not like you're on I-10 when you leave the state of Texas, and now all of a sudden there's a sign that's in Louisiana. People can cross the equator at multiple parts.
You wait and see. There'll be a Buc-ee's there before long.
In the middle of the ocean. We'll just have some buoys out there that, they're anchored in.
Oh, my goodness. That's funny.
Yeah, all ships, you're in the middle of the ocean, but as you go to the equator, you got to come to this spot and travel here just so you can see the sign.
Exactly.
Good Lord.
I think it's funny as hell. That's a big deal. Have
you ever gone on a cruise?
I never have. I've never really wanted to.
Well, I don't blame you there, but you really have no idea how vast the ocean is.
It's pretty big. Have you seen the newest Buc-ee's? I mean, come on.
I know people that love cruises for vacation.
I'm just not a cruise guy.
I want to get on a plane, get to the all-inclusive resort, and not leave. Here's my biggest problem with the cruise. We went on one for our 25th. I was in the Navy. I've spent enough time on the ocean water, right? But I don't want to be on a schedule.
No.
And on a cruise, you're on a schedule. Here's your dinner time. You got 2 options. Here's your lunchtime. All right, we're in, Grand Cayman. Be back by 6 because we're leaving with or without you. I know people that love cruises. I'm not one of them.
Well, I know people that love them too, and I'm not one of them. If you do, that's great. I'm happy for you. But
no, you're not.
I really don't care. I mean, if that's what you want to do and spend your money on that, that's fine. I'm with you. I'm flying to an all-inclusive and plopping my butt down in a chair by the pool.
Yep.
And ordering lots of drinks.
Let's do the Headline Blitz.
This is Jason and Joe's Headline Blitz.
Brought to you by Novu Brazil Brewery in North Star Mall.
2 guys, 2 opinions, never enough time.
The Masters have announced the menu for the fancy dinner in honor of Rory. Every year, as we all know, the Masters, the champion gets to pick the dinner. Joe's not happy with Rory's selections.
Well, some of these, like peach and ricotta flatbread.
Well, that's an appetizer with balsamic hot honey basil. That sounds fine.
Rock shrimp tempura.
Perfect.
Creamy spicy sauce. Bacon wrapped dates. I'm sure you're all in for those.
Well, there's bacon.
Grilled elk sliders.
Man, that sounds fantastic.
With caramelized onion jam.
That sounds good.
And roasted garlic aioli.
That sounds perfect.
Now, the first course is yellowfin tuna carpaccio. Which I'm not doing that. Is that like sushi or I don't know what that is.
Well, it's yellowfin tuna, which I'm sure you've probably had.
Well,
with
I don't
foie gras.
I don't mind, sushi. Is that what that is, or is that like a hot fish?
They use yellowfin in sushi.
Right, so that's probably what it is, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is the best part of the meal. In the main course, you get a choice. You can either go seared salmon or a Wagyu filet mignon. Now, I'm doing the filet mignon.
Yeah.
Sautéed Brussels sprouts, which I know you're in for.
Nope, not happening.
That place is going to stink.
Well, I want to know what is traditional Irish champ?
I have no idea what that is. Is that maybe like a liqueur?
I don't know. It's not on the drink part. It's on the it's on the sides. I don't know what Irish champ is.
Well, I have no idea either.
Glazed carrots with brown butter and crispy onion rings.
Then for dessert, you get
I got a traditional Irish champ for you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that what that is?
It is a creamy, comforting dish of mashed potatoes mixed with butter, milk, and finely chopped scallions.
Huh. Okay.
All right.
Then you get sticky toffee pudding with vanilla ice cream and warm toffee sauce. Anything that says sticky in front of it, I'm gonna pass.
Because they just get gooey and sticky and stick all over everything.
He did say the best part was getting into the famous Masters wine cellars, and there's a whole bunch of stuff listed that I'm sure all the like Sean Elliott would be happy with that. Pop would be happy with that.
Sure, I like a good glass of wine.
But the dinner itself seems fine. Now, you don't like wild game, so the elk sliders scare you, but you'd probably eat it and not have any problem with it. Just like you had Impossible sliders in California and thought they were good till you found out it was fake meat.
They shouldn't trick you like that. I mean,
there was really a sign.
Yes, that sign. I didn't see the sign.
Well, that's not their fault.
So anyway, I mean, just think about that. If you're a past champion of the Masters and you got to go and you got to eat that, and I'm sure every past champion probably feels the same way, because I think it was Jordan Spieth had barbecue.
Sure.
Or it was Scheffler, one of the two. I'm not sure. If a guy from Texas, they had a barbecue spread. But some of them had some weird stuff, and I guess this is not too bad.
No, Hideki Matsuyama, his Hideki.
Matsuyama.
Yeah, that's it. His got a lot of run, but he had Wagyu steak.
Okay. Okay. Well, that maybe that's a staple. Just for all the people that hate all the other crap. Give them a steak.
See, who had the worst? There's a list here.
I'm sure.
Hideki Mitsubishi.
Yes.
That's the 4-door or the...
Thought it was the Kia Sportage. I don't know. Scotty Scheffler's menu looks fantastic. Texas-style chili.
Yeah.
Wood-fired cowboy ribeye or blackened redfish. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, I'll take the ribeye.
I know. Well, I'd make you eat gizzards if I had a choice.
Gizzards. Oh, my gosh. That's funny stuff. That's just one of the perks of winning the greatest golf tournament in the world. The Masters, you get to decide the menu. So just a couple of news and notes, actually. WNBA players, they reach an agreement. Did you see this? Their salary cap, or whatever they call it in the WNBA, went from $1.5 million to $7
It's a lot.
Unbelievable. So the players are going to be making a lot more money. It's just a verbal agreement, but it looks like they've come to a deal. And the NFL Network, and this kind of pisses me off.
Why is that?
Well, because we don't have a team anymore.
No.
They're going to air a couple of UFL games for the first time.
Well, by default, now that the NFL Network is owned partly by ESPN, that's another place where they could go put some games. There were some scheduling conflicts, but it's not the first time the NFL Network has carried spring football. Back in the Alliance of American Football, the AAF had a lot of games on the NFL Network. I know this because I did 2 of them and got paychecks in a golf shirt to wear doing the games on TV.
Well, how nice.
So it's not the first time the NFL Network has carried spring games.
But it's the first time for the UFL.
First time for the UFL.
Well, they're dead to me.
They're dead to you.
Yes, the UFL is dead to me. I won't watch 1 second.
You didn't watch a second when we had a team.
Well, now I've got an excuse. Got an excuse. You know what else I like? You know the old school players, guys that used to actually tackle and hit and not whine about it? One of them is a Steelers great, Rod Woodson.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a message for the Steelers and one Aaron Rodgers.
I think he's a bum.
Uh-huh. So does Rod Woodson. We're talking about it when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Tell you what, the weather is going to be outstanding this weekend. In fact, it's going to be downright hot, but it's going to be sunny skies. And in Texas, who cares how hot it is? It just doesn't matter because any excuse to get out, dust the clubs off, and go play some golf, well, that's all you really need. As long as the weather's good, get out there and play. And the best place to do that is where we're having our golf tournament, the Golf Club of Texas. That's right. Get out there and see what they have done to this golf course. It is a beautiful piece of property, and I'm going to tell you what, you're going to enjoy playing out there. You're going to think it's a country club, but it is not. It's open to the public 7 days a week, and, well, their staff out there, they're going to make you feel like you just joined a country club because they're going to treat you right. And when you go out there, you need to go out and be hungry because they got some great food at the Tin Cup Bar and Grill. In fact, even if you're not playing golf out there, you should go out and have dinner. Take the family out there. Take some friends to the Tin Cup Bar and Grill. You are going to enjoy a solid meal that's not going to break the bank. Not to mention the fact that they've got a full bar out there. So any kind of cocktail you want, they can mix that up for you. They've got a huge selection of ice-cold beer, whether you want it on tap or whether you want it from a bottle or a can. It is just a great experience out at the Golf Club of Texas. Certainly is. And look, you know exactly where it is. It's right out there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. So whether you're going out there for dinner at the Tin Cup, around with your buddies, or your next tournament like us, go check them out. Best rates always online, golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
The Headline Blitz is brought to you by Novo Brewery, San Antonio's newest sports watching destination with over 80 feet of video walls, 60 craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. A full bar and delicious menu. Novo Brewery is attached to North Star Mall and open late hours.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters is Novo Brewery. We're talking over 80 feet of massive video walls, a lineup of craft beers, and hard kombucha on tap. Novo Brewery, juicy, thick-cut ribeye steaks, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. Novo Brewery, built for fans, friends, and full-on game day energy. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Check out the menu and taps at novobrew.com. That's novobrew.com.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value. With support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Hey golfers, you could win a set of custom golf clubs from Flight by Yingling. Imagine hitting the course with a set of custom clubs valued at $2,800 with a cold flight, 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. Enter now at yingling.com/golf. No purchase necessary, must be 21 or older. Flight by Yingling, presenting sponsor of the 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star Spring Golf Tournament on Monday, March 30th. Flight by Yingling. Enjoy responsibly. DJ Yingling & Sons, Pottsville, Pennsylvania.
Workdays can be unpredictable, but your workwear shouldn't be. With the Cintas Apparel Plus program, you'll have freshly laundered garments for everyone on your team delivered every week. Cintas has workwear for just about any job imaginable, with high-performance fabrics and an uncompromising fit that stretches and moves with you. Don't leave looking and feeling good to chance. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Progressive presents a guided meditation.
Hear the birds sing. A chipmunk nibbling on an acorn. Smell the pine needles gently falling into your living room as the breeze blows through the gaping hole in your roof. Gaze up at that broken tree branch and relax, because you bundled your home and auto with Progressive and have the peace of mind of 24/7 protection. So relaxing.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-550-8841. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-550-8841. That's 800-550-8841.
Tax Relief Advocates, real solutions for real people.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
4. All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94-1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th. Yeah, it's officially sold out.
4.
But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
This is Andrew Monaco, and the Aggies play here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right, it is hump day. Make plans to join us Friday. All right, because Jason and I are going to be out at Novo Brewery on Friday to watch the second day of the first round of the NCAA tournament. It's the newest and best place to catch all the games. Novo Brazil, it's attached to North Star Mall. All the tournament action, instant reaction, obviously. Jason and I will be watching it as well and reacting to it. We're going to also have tickets to SeaWorld and SeaWorld Aquatica while you're there. Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall, right there on Loop 410. Come on, make plans to join us. You're going to love it.
And again, you think about all the brackets on ESPN, 24% have picked Duke. 20.4% have picked Arizona. 14.2% have Michigan winning it all. They're just over 19 million brackets at ESPN.com. And I know you probably have 1 or 40 at ESPN.com. Make sure you add that to the San Antonio Sports Star group.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I've got my bracket in there. I know you've got yours in there.
Uh-huh.
Pledge is yours in there. Pledge has got his in there. So
my bracket is yet to be finalized, though.
Oh, really?
That's tonight's homework.
Well, I finalized mine because I get to the point where if you think about it too much, then I start wanting to change this and that and do this, and so I just I did it. I feel pretty good about it, which I always do and never do very well. But having said that, it's there, and I'm going to leave it alone.
You know, it's funny. I have not thought about my bracket since Sunday when I put my first one together right after Selection Sunday, which is typically what I do. And then Wednesday, go home, start to look at it and get everything ready. The one thing, and St. Patrick's Day, I don't know, is it always this way? It just feels like this week has been not usual leading up to the tournament.
That's a good question.
Because I don't remember. I don't know, St. Patrick's Day coinciding with the first round. Maybe it has, but or the first round, the first day of the play-in. But even like last night, you had that. Spurs were playing late. The WBC, which we won't talk about since we didn't win. But man, I'm so excited for baseball because of the WBC. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like as far as going back and looking at my bracket while we have talk tournament and that sort of thing, I have not gone back and revisited where I have teams yet on my bracket.
I would like to know from anybody that's out there, whether you're watching on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, or you just want to call in or send either me or Jason a little note on Twitter. He's at Jason Minix. I'm at Joe Reinigle 210. What is did somebody go out on a limb and pick a team that nobody is expecting to get there? I'm just curious about that. I've always kind of wanted to do that, and I think if I had to do that this year, St. John's would be my pick to go and win it all.
And what's crazy is you're not alone. There's a lot of people that think they've got a chance to go do that. And again, you can do so many different brackets that you can make a bracket that way. Although, because of what you do for a living, you need to have one bracket and go with it. You can't be like Mel Kiper with 81 mock drafts and say, I told you I got this one right.
You got it right.
Right? But there are people that do multiple brackets for that reason. If you were to do a funsy bracket like that, just on your own, and don't put it in a group, especially the San Antonio Sports Star Bracket Challenge group, which, by the way, right now there's not enough people in there. Search out San Antonio Sports Star Bracket Challenge 2026 and get your brackets in in our station group so we can have a little fun. We got great prizes. Let me rephrase that. We've got prizes for whoever wins. We don't know what they are yet.
They're great.
I mean,
bragging rights. Come on, what else do you want?
A Rob Thompson used coffee mug.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean, it's bragging rights because, when I kick everybody's butt,
here we go.
I'm going to be on the radio telling you I did that.
Here we go.
Uh-huh.
That was something somebody called in on X-Ring with Pledge talking about the name of your bracket.
What is the name of your bracket?
It's like Joe's Brilliant Bracket or something like that.
That's what they give you. And he doesn't know how to go edit it and change it. No, you came that?
I came up with that. On ESPN, they only give you, numbers. And so nobody knows what that is.
See, I'm in a group in Yahoo, and my bracket name is Jason's Annual Donation.
As it should be.
As it should be.
I've got the same bracket in both, so we'll see what happens. I didn't change up at all.
We'll go from there.
Had to send in my money today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Have you done that yet?
Yes. Yeah, I pay immediately because otherwise I'm going to forget.
There's a lot of guys. See, that's the problem. There's a lot of guys. That's why we have special rules for fantasy football.
Yeah.
So you got to pay up because, there's some guys that won't.
That won't.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm in another one, and he only takes Venmo, so I had to get my kid to Venmo him some money. Because I don't have Venmo.
Here we go. Guillermo's got a point on our San Antonio sports site. My bracket should have been called Unplug It, Baby.
Well, you can go in edit and change it.
Baby. Maybe I will.
I mean, you should.
I think I might.
You should.
Yeah.
You should just call it.
How do you spell that?
UHUHUHUHHHH.
See, if he doesn't pick the Houston Cougars, he'd be done. Exactly.
Oh, my gosh.
As he goes cougar hunting.
Yeah, Joe's Unplug It, Baby.
No, just unplug it, baby. You don't need to have your name associated with that.
I think that's a good idea. And everybody will know. Guillermo, you get an A for the day, buddy.
Really?
Of course.
Oh, that's a great idea, Jim.
I've been trying to segue into Dak Prescott here for
Oh, yeah?
because nothing that you do today will make you feel older. You went out drinking last night and you're a little sluggish today. It's not because of your age. That's going to make you I don't even know how to react to this. Jadarian Price with Kay Adams.
Is there a quarterback that you would dream to catch passes from? Who are some of those guys?
Probably Dak Prescott.
Really?
Just because I grew up watching and I was a Cowboys fan growing up, but yeah, that's just one. There's so many.
We don't need to hear the rest of it. The fact
from
that we're at the point in life where you got guys getting drafted. I grew up watching Dak Prescott.
I can't wait to ask him that question. How's that make you feel, Dak?
All right, Grandpa. I mean, it's one thing. Aaron Rodgers, who's been around forever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But Dak Prescott's only 10 years in the league. I mean, there are things that I do because I don't feel old, even though I know I am. And nothing worse now, like when I'm doing high school football. And a guy whose games that I called, his kids are now playing.
Right.
And it's like, God, that makes me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you run into them and they've got like a family of 3 and you're like, really? You're like 19. Nah, dude, I'm in my 30s. You can't be in your 30s, right? I mean, but to hear Jadarian Price talk about growing up watching Dak Prescott. And I'm thinking, he said he was a Cowboy fan. And my goodness, that's all you know as a Cowboy fan. That sucks.
That really does suck.
I mean, if he would have said Tony Romo and Dak Prescott. But
I grew up watching Dak Prescott.
If
That's
he's
funny.
18, 19 years old, at 10 years old, before then, he probably doesn't remember watching Tony Romo. And he certainly didn't watch Troy Aikman.
No.
Like I said, your hangover today, that's one thing. Hearing that will make you feel old. That just almost ruins my day.
Well, I can't wait, honestly.
That
like
we're
I
at
said.
the point where our draftees are, I grew up watching Dak Prescott.
That's funny as hell. His reaction is going to be it's going to be funny because as soon as he gets in front of a camera, whenever that may be, that's going to be the question.
Do you think they're going to ask him about that or what went wrong?
Well, I hope not.
People will ask.
I know they will.
It's part of the job. It's part of the job.
Well, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't ask that question. Maybe I wouldn't. I'd let somebody else do it. You can do it.
How do you phrase that? So, Dak, man, do you kind of regret having a joint bachelorette party?
Or Dak, I don't know.
That was a bad idea to begin with.
Dak, was she worth it?
Dude, Dak, man, congratulations. You saved yourself a boatload of money, man.
Perhaps.
You've been smart with your money since day one. How about this Jadarian Price kid? I mean, Dak might send Will McClay a note saying we can't have this guy on the team.
Yeah, we're not drafting this dude. It doesn't matter who they draft. They all grew up watching Dak. So it makes no difference.
Well,
think about it.
They grew up watching Aaron Rodgers, who still hasn't made a decision on what he's going to do. And I know Joe gets angry. Look, his face is turning red if you're watching on YouTube, man.
Just go away.
I think he's a bum.
Rod Woodson agrees with Joe Reinagel.
Yes, he does.
Speechless.
I'm just happy about that. Actually, I thought maybe we had a soundbite, so I was waiting for that, but apparently we don't. So he basically says,
Pledge.
He says it's time for Rodgers to move on, or he says the Steelers should move on from Aaron Rodgers, and I totally agree with that. They've got Will Howard. You got to figure out what you got with him. If you don't like him, then you need to start over and figure it out. But I have a feeling they're not going to do that. They've got a couple of wide receivers now, and I think they did that in order to entice Rodgers back. But, I mean, why not find out where you have in Howard? I mean, you drafted the kid. Find out what you got.
Except for Mike McCarthy didn't draft that kid.
Well, no, he didn't.
What does Mike McCarthy think of Will Howard? What does Mike McCarthy want at the quarterback position? But now there are still some quarterbacks available, some of the more veteran guys. I don't know if there's some sort of timing thing on the calendar that they can't announce anything, but Aaron Rodgers falls into that boat. At some point, dude, make a decision.
I agree. I mean, let the Steelers move on or do what they've got to do. And if they, I don't know, maybe there's a kid in this draft, although it's not a good quarterback draft particularly this year, but if there's somebody they want, or maybe they can go out and try and get somebody. I don't know, but Rodgers needs to make a decision. I mean, it's ridiculous for him to, just hold up the works and, make a call. We had two guys retire today. Logan Wilson used to play for the Dallas Cowboys, and T.Y. Hilton, who used to play for the Dallas Cowboys, although he wasn't famous for the Cowboys.
No, and neither is Logan Wilson. But when you can't get a job and you announce your retirement, did you retire or did the league retire you?
Well, could be.
The league retired Logan Wilson.
Well, T.Y. Hilton's got to be old, too.
Well, I mean,
he was damn good with the Colts.
He was. He grew up watching Tony Romo.
I'm just saying.
Makes him ancient.
Yeah, both of those guys, it was probably time. But Rodgers should join him. He really should.
Should do.
These things come in threes. There's two. Aaron, your turn, buddy.
I don't know if they would go in that same category. Aaron Rodgers is A-lister.
T.Y. Hilton? He was pretty damn good.
T.Y. Hilton. Logan Wilson is not in the group of three.
I'm just saying these things come in threes. I'm not saying they're on the same level.
Well, I mean,
but you said like celebrities die.
Yeah, famous people die in threes, but there's generally they're on a similar level of fame. Logan Wilson doesn't fall into that category with T.Y. Hilton or Aaron Rodgers.
Well, that's debatable, Minix. I mean, when you're talking about celebrities, there are some celebrities they'll announce and they're like, who? What? I didn't know that guy.
Well, then he's not a celebrity.
Some people might have known him. I don't know.
Well, sure.
It's crazy. It's just time. Time to move on. And I hope the Steelers do it. Let's find out what you got in Will Howard. I think we kind of know what we got in Wemby and the Spurs.
Pretty good dude.
And I think all Spurs fans are pretty happy about that. They went again last night against a team that had no interest in playing basketball. Let's talk about it when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Tournament time. Back upsets are going to happen. Had a couple of great games last night, 2 on deck for tonight. And then, of course, tomorrow, Thursday, the actual tournament gets underway. The best place for you to get in on all the action, make your picks and win money in Texas right now is at Underdog. And I love playing Underdog because it's easy. You pick whether your favorite players are going to go higher or lower on stats, points, rebounds, steals, three-pointers. Get all your picks right. You can win up to 5,000 times your cash. And with the tournament here, all kinds of different boosts that are available in the app. So go check it out. Download the Underdog app. Use my promo code STAR and score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. That's promo code STAR at Underdog. Make picks, win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit ncpgambling.org.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Thursday on the Morning Huddle, the tournament is official. We got 16 games to break down. Cannot wait. And the Spurs back in action on Thursday night. Got plenty to talk about. Don't be late. We'll get started at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Morning 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text SPARK to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 215-215. That's SPARK to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Wendy's has a new Girl Scout Thin Mints Frosty Fusion with Girl Scout Thin Mints cookie pieces, rich creamy frosty, and a mint chocolate cookie sauce. Which means Girl Scout Thin Mints and Wendy's Frosty, yeah, they're basically best friends now. It's like two delicious desserts just high-fived, snapped a few too many friendship selfies, and then rode a tandem bike down a never-ending road of mint chocolate frosty perfection. So, swing by Wendy's and try the new Thin Mints Frosty Fusion.
Limited time only at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more. USPS, official shipping sponsor of the NHL.
Running a business means wearing multiple hats. So if you're like me, you probably started out using your personal phone, taking client calls and texts nonstop. As my business grew, I needed something smarter. That's when I switched to Quo, the #1 business phone system. Quo works right on your phone or computer. No carrying 2 phones, no clunky landline, just one easy app you can try for free. Your team can share one number and handle calls and texts together like a shared inbox. Any teammate can jump into the conversation so customers get faster responses. And Quo's AI assistant summarizes your calls and responds to customers 24/7, so you never miss a lead or opportunity. All this starts at just $15 a month. That's basically 2 coffees. You can even keep your current business phone number. Find out why 90,000 businesses trust Quo. No missed calls, no missed customers. Try Quo for free at quo.com/sports. That's quo.com/sports to try Quo free. QUO.com/SPORTS.
Love college basketball? Gear up for another exciting season of college ball with a special offer from BetMGM. Sign into your BetMGM account and enjoy a college basketball odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your next bet. Just log into the BetMGM Sportsbook app, add any college basketball bet to your bet slip, and activate your odds boost token. If you win your bet with your token activated, you'll score extra winnings. It's that simple. Log in and enjoy our odds boost token to help you create another memorable season of college ball. Head for the net with BetMGM all season long. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. Must be 21 years of age or older. This promotional offer not available in D.C., Mississippi, New York, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-981-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements in partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
So while Guillermo had a good idea on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, apparently that name is already taken.
Huh. Unplug It Baby?
Unplug It Baby is already taken.
What about Unplug It Baby 69?
No, that one's taken too, Pledge. So I changed it anyway to Joe's Unplug It Baby. Does that work?
Unplug It Baby.
So somebody in our bracket pool,
yes,
took your name.
Well, they took that name. I'm not sure I ever owned it, but
you're associated with Unplug It Baby.
Well, now I am.
Unplug It Baby.
But if this particular person wants to keep it, that's fine. If it's kind of like, wanting a retired jersey, but that's okay. I mean, if you want to keep it, I'm not going to sue you or anything. But the right thing to do would be go in and change that, Jacob.
Wow.
I called him out.
You called out Jacob Eric.
I did.
Which is actually his name. Because I asked him yesterday at the Rue Pub, because Jacob Eric. Like, is your name Jacob or is it Eric? And they said Jacob Eric. I'm like, wait, so when you meet people, you tell them all of that? Yep.
Oh, nice.
Because where he works, there's like 5 Jacobs, so everybody's Jacob in your middle name. So he goes by Jacob Eric.
See, it's gonna be a fight. He's on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page saying I already had it.
Well, I mean, you could change it to Joe's Toy.
No. I could change it to that if I knew how the hell to do it. Can you just do like AI and just voice that and
translate this?
Yes, or spell it. Spell it that. All right.
Well, if that's where you're going with, you just better finish.
Well, I'll finish. I don't know if it'll be good or not, but I will finish. That will happen.
Your bracket can't be disappointing if that's what you're calling it.
Look, everybody thinks their bracket is perfect at this point in time.
Sure. It is perfect.
Well, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody has a loss yet.
That it's going to be that. It's going to be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Unplug It Baby.
See, I wish I could just have that sound bite. Every time, you look or clicked on your bracket, unplug it, baby.
Unplug It Baby.
Now, see, that would be
you're
good.
a dumb butt.
That would be good. I like it.
I can imagine. Late at night, you're in bed, you want to check the bracket, you open up your bracket, and your wife hears
Yeah, I'd have to be careful, huh? She said, I don't have anything plugged in. What are you talking about?
Oh, man.
Candy lady.
Yeah.
There you go.
I
could name it Candy Lee.
You could.
Joe's Humpers.
Joe's Toes.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Jacob, you can have
Joe's
it. I'll
toes.
change
Put
mine.
them in my mouth.
I'll change mine before we start, before the show's over.
You won't remember.
No, because I will give Jacob a lot of credit because that was a good idea, and he came up with it first. So I'm an honorable guy. I'll let him have it. I'll come up with something else, Schwanky. Schwanky.
You're getting all kind. All right, what should Joe name his bracket? Put your suggestions in the YouTube chat on
knuckle down and go a little harder.
San Antonio's Sports Star YouTube page.
Yeah, let's see. Well, we've got some. It says, Joe's toes. That could be one.
It's not too late to join.
No. You got until, 11 a.m. tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
I think is when the first game, right around 11 o'clock in the morning.
People with good brackets will start putting them in every pool that they can.
Yeah.
Because they think they might win prizes.
Yeah, they might.
And one of the prizes might have to be something from Joe's house.
What?
Song you dong.
I'm not giving that up. Oh, something from my house.
Unplug it, baby.
I don't have
Unplug it, baby.
I'll come up with something. But if you've got an idea, then that's fine. Now Fred says I need to make that my ringtone. That would be funny.
Unplug it, baby.
That would be funny.
You get that for your alarm clock.
You'd be there. You imagine being in a restaurant having a nice dinner and that'd be great. Get some restaurant.
That's already been in a movie. I'll have what she's having. When Harry Met Sally. Here we go.
If it's alarm, that's what he has to get up to in
Yes.
the morning.
Well. Oh, my goodness.
Spurs won last night.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They were definitely plugged in from 3.
25 threes. Unbelievable.
It's a record.
That is a franchise record, but 25 threes, that's a lot of made three-pointers.
A record.
And boom goes the dynamite.
I'm getting a lot of some are good, some.
So we're not going to
so
talk
much.
Spurs. We're just going to be distracted like something shiny walked by.
I'm more interested in
because the Spurs game last night sucked. Let's be honest.
Well,
Sacramento didn't show up. Spurs did exactly what they needed to do.
Right.
They dominated.
They did.
Not a letdown game against a crappy opponent.
No, but again, I mean, if you watch any part of that game, you tell me, was Sacramento interested in playing basketball last night?
No.
I would say no.
No, they wanted to get to the bar to drink green beer.
I guess. They had no desire to be there last night, and the Spurs didn't get distracted, and they took care of business, and that's a good thing. So, look, this team is focused. They are plugged in, and they're playing great ball. What are you trying to hit over there?
Spicy and naked.
Now that could be that one I like. Joe's spicy and naked bracket.
You don't have to have.
I do have to
Joe's
have.
name as a part of it.
Well, I like having my name
Well,
up there.
I know you do.
He is gadget juice.
Now, the one that kind of surprises me that hasn't been mentioned yet, and you realize 15 minutes are 15 minutes for everybody.
Oh, you got to give him that hawk too and spit on that thing.
That actually has been suggested. Anthony Del Toro says Hawk Tua.
Really?
Yeah. So that one has been suggested.
We have established a championship program. It's just not the world championship yet.
We're just going to go through 4 pages of drops.
Dude, our drops are great.
Shove it up their ass.
Now there's a good bracket name.
Uh-huh.
Shove it up their ass.
Uh-huh. Did we tell you Jadarian Price grew up watching Dak Prescott? Kind of ruins the day, doesn't it?
Not really. Dak's getting old. You got to start thinking about his replacement. Sam Howell.
It's
Could
possible.
be. You know, and I know we'll talk Cowboys coming up in a minute, but John Machota had a good article today on the Cowboys, what they've done in free agency and what they still need to do. But he was talking about Sam Howell and Joe Milton and what a competition that's going to be, or is it because of Sam Howell's experience?
Dude, we said this the moment he signed.
Yeah.
having a game-ready backup quarterback, and with the number of games that Sam Howell has played in, that's a good pickup for the Dallas Cowboys. But while last year the question was, could Joe Milton work into the player that could replace Dak Prescott? After 1 year, it doesn't look like the answer is yes. But that's the kind of guy that the Cowboys need to have on the roster that Jerry has failed to do for years, and that is have somebody that is not going to replace Dak today, this year, even next year, but could he be the heir apparent?
Well, look, the fact that the Cowboys went out and got Sam Howell to begin with tells you all you need to know. They don't believe that Joe Milton, at least right now, if he had to come in, if Dak got hurt, that he could carry this team for 3, 4, 5 games or whatever the case may be. I mean, they think he needs that competition, and I agree. Whether he wins the second, the backup quarterback job or not, that competition's only going to make Joe Milton better. It makes Sam Howell better too. But it is hard to argue with the case that Sam Howell has been in the fire, and he has been there, and he's played. Now, I don't really remember Sam Howell playing all that great when he got into the fire, but
he wasn't on good teams either.
He does have that experience.
And when you look at guys that were on bad teams that had to play early, and when they've gotten other opportunities, there's guys that are more successful later. Jury is out on Malik Willis, now the starting quarterback of the Miami Dolphins, and they continue to get rid of all the best wide receivers that he thought he was going to have.
Isn't that the
Is
truth?
he set up for success or not in Miami? But we saw what he was able to do in Green Bay, and we remembered what a disaster he was in Tennessee.
Yes.
I mean, we keeping a buck right now, we ass.
Oh, that's a good one, too. That is a good one. And he was so right about that. Interesting stuff. Well, we will talk Spurs coming up at some point in time, but keep those names coming because I'm going to pick one before. Jacob, he was nice. He said he'd give it to me at Novo on Friday, but you keep it, buddy. That was yours. I'll come up with something else.
There's a variety of them. You could.
There are.
I mean, you have that. You can keep unplug it and just put your name on it.
Well, I did.
That makes it yours.
I did.
It's yours. 2 of them can be there.
I don't think so.
I think it can
I'm
happen.
going to come up with something else. So you guys keep those names coming in on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page, or hit me on Twitter at Joe Ryan Eagle 210, at Jason Minix, or you can call us.
There's a good one because
nice
this
pledge.
has become way harder than it needs to be.
Joe's Payaso. Joe's Payaso bracket.
What does Payaso mean?
Clown. We learned that.
In Las Vegas.
We got a lot more to do. Halfway done, and so much more to do. That's for sure. So stick around here. This is the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
If you aren't feeling like yourself, but you want to get back the way you used to feel on a day where some guy getting drafted says, I grew up watching Dak Prescott, that makes you feel old. So does low energy, gaining a little weight. Your drive isn't what it was. It might be time to go get your testosterone levels checked, and you can do that at Synergenics and Low T Center, where you will get TRT customized to you, your body, because, see, there they deliver hormone therapy built around the individual, not a standard protocol. Every treatment plan is customized based on comprehensive lab work, symptoms, and provider evaluation, with ongoing adjustments designed to keep patients optimized safely over time. Unlike those telehealth middlemen, Synergenics and Low T Center operates as a vertically integrated medical practice, from diagnostics and provider oversight to treatment management and ongoing optimization. Patients receive coordinated care designed for long-term results. And at Synergenics and Low T Center, they offer medically guided peptide and metabolic therapies that are going to help support recovery, sleep quality, body composition, healthy aging, and weight management. And right now at Synergenics and Low T Center, the T-test for men, absolutely free. The hormone testing for ladies, just $99. Normally it's $299, so you're saving $200. Get back to feeling like yourself. Book that initial appointment now at lowtcenter.com or Synergenics.com, Synergenx.com.
Riding home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6, KTFM Floresville, and everywhere at sasportstar.com.
Your reputation matters. That's why so many landscape professionals choose Gravely. You can save up to 20% on Gravely commercial mowers during the Gravely Mow the Distance sales event starting March 19th. Visit your local Gravely dealer today.
Where are you watching the basketball madness this Friday? Join the Blitz live at Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall. Basketball on every screen, happy hour, prizes, and we're covering it all beginning at 2 o'clock. This is where brackets live or die. Novo Brewery this Friday.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. But not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Shopping with your parents can be embarrassing.
Why would they sell jeans with holes in them? I'm going to speak to the manager.
Mom!
That hoodie is giving. You should get it. YOLO.
Thanks to the Chase mobile app, your kid can shop independently while you keep an eye on their spending. So you can go from...
We can be twinsies.
...to...
How was shopping? Saw you stayed on budget.
Thanks, Mom. Freedom for kids, control for parents. That's family banking from Chase.
Account subject to approval. Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank N.A. member FDIC.
Zach Bryan with Heaven on Tour.
San Antonio Spurs easily took care of the Kings in Sacramento last night, 132-104. Wemby and Keldon Johnson led the way, 18 points apiece. Spurs return to action back home, taking on the Suns inside the Frost Bank Center. We've got some basketball tonight. Prairie View A&M takes on Lehigh at 5:40. That's followed by one loss, Miami of Ohio, and SMU at 8:15. You can hear them right here on 94.1.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons The San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Happy hump day, everybody.
Guess what day it is?
Yes, it is hump day, Caleb. Caleb?
That is. The camel.
We're having a great day, my friend. I hope y'all are as well. Thanks for spending some time with us here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinigle. He's Jason Minix, and we're trying to, we're coming up with bracket names, which is cool. We're getting a lot of ideas there on our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube page. Keep them coming. And let me know. I will change it before we get off the air here tonight.
I love that camel.
There are a bunch of names on here. One of them, though, Tom Guerrero says Joe Nasty. Can't go with that one.
No, that was a DJ.
Legendary
right? Yeah.
DJ on KTFM back in the day. His real name was Dennis. Good dude. But that was Joe Nasty. So you can't go with that one. But then they come up with Nasty Joe's Toes. Or Joe's Nasty Toes.
Joe's toes. The only problem is my toes aren't nasty.
According to you.
Well, they're pretty awesome.
I mean, you don't make any money on toes only.
Well, that could change.
But it hasn't
Might be
yet.
a retirement plan. Yeah, when
I need a floater.
When I leave the radio station. I need a floater. There you go. Joe's floater.
I need a floater.
So bad.
It's I get a little bit jealous sometimes because, a lot of people are creative with stuff like that, like your fantasy football name. I've been the Mulligans for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of stuck with that because I'm not going to change it. I kind of like that. But I like coming up with swanky names like our good friend Bob Ballew's, the Romosexuals.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I will change it, though. So, keep them coming. Tiff, above average Joes. Hey, I like it.
Or below.
Was that the Dodgeball guys, Average Joes? Remember that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, the Romosexuals, huh?
I won't be doing that one. I'd rather see Don Harris shirtless.
You sure?
Yeah, somebody came up with that, too. Don Harris shirtless.
Mm-hmm.
No, I was going for chocolate balls.
Damn. Were you guys using AI? I don't actually say these things, do I? Gee, it's unbelievable.
I love you, Dak.
There's a possibility. No, that's not a possibility. That's not imaginative.
I was wrong.
You were right. And that's certainly not happening.
I don't know. Your bracket called I was wrong is probably going to be pretty accurate by next Monday.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I think I've got a solid bracket this year.
It's early.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like the Cowboys. This is our year.
I mean,
this is my year, Minix.
Every year.
This is it.
UTSA had their pro day today.
Oh, that's right.
Two funny things out of pro day today. J.J. Perez tweets out a parking ticket. Dude who probably should have his own parking spot over there with a sign on it tweets out, ain't no way I got a parking ticket at UTSA pro day. That sucks.
That does suck.
And it looks like his media parking pass is right there on his dashboard.
Well, they need to take care of that for him.
Well, you would think, although when UTSA sends stuff out, they tell you, park in these areas, we can't fix them anymore. Because there was a time back when I was doing UTSA games, basketball, that you collected a bunch of them, you just turned them in, and they all went away. If they apparently can't do that anymore.
If the police force over there at UTSA would just donate all of that to NIL, problem solved.
Sure, but
you donate a portion of the ticket money, traffic tickets, parking tickets.
Parking tickets at a college are just shameful.
Well, because there's never any place to park.
No,
never. And it's not that's not a UTSA problem. That's an every college problem for the most part. I know at Texas State, man, you never find it. So I bought a motorcycle back in the day. I did.
A full-on motorcycle or a little scooter?
No, a full-on motorcycle.
Moped?
It was a Kawasaki 175.
Really?
Yeah, I bought it from the girl I was dating's brother at that time.
Okay.
And it was good because you could find anywhere to park a motorcycle.
Sure.
And so it was good for a while until
Still get tickets.
Nearly killed myself on it.
I know. Frank Harris responds. Yeah, we all did.
Kawasaki, didn't he win the Masters?
He did at one point.
He did, yeah.
He served an incredible dinner. I mean, yeah. Somebody else put the full UTSA experience. But then the press release about Pro Day. Roadrunners shine at UTSA Pro Day.
What? No offense to whoever wrote that, but Kyle Stevens,
yeah.
I love Kyle. But, I mean, isn't that for the scouts to decide? I don't know.
Nobody fell down.
Okay.
They all had incredible pro days.
You know, there's some guys there that could, if they don't make rosters, certainly practice squads. Robert Henry, obviously, I think is the best candidate for that. But we'll see. I like to follow those guys and see what happens. So a 36-inch vertical jump for Henry, a 4.5 40-yard dash.
4.5?
Yeah, not bad.
I'll take that.
Not bad. Kendrick Blackshire, 35-inch vertical jump.
Mm-hmm.
So not bad. These guys can jump.
I know.
For sure.
And you talk about where some of those guys, I mean, Robert Henry looks like he's going to be an NFL guy. You got the UFL, but all these other leagues, the San Antonio Toros, that are going to play this year. They posted a photo. Jeff Traylor took a picture with their head coach and their defensive coordinator, Jerry Glanville.
Oh, the Jerry Glanville?
The Jerry Glanville
Really?
is going to be coaching here in San Antonio.
Wow.
Which is very, very cool.
Wow.
See, now that'd be fun to go have story time with Jerry Glanville.
Houston Oiler,
yeah. I wonder, because they're going to play their games over at Incarnate Word if he still leaves tickets for Elvis for every game.
I don't know why he would stop doing that. I mean, that's a pretty good bit.
It's been going on for years.
Yeah. He left them at they were still in the Astrodome back then, obviously. So, yeah.
Good stuff.
Did Elvis ever show up?
No.
I mean, he's living with Michael Jackson somewhere.
In Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Yeah.
My mom swears Elvis is living in Kalamazoo, Michigan.
Kalamazoo.
I'm like, Mom,
why Kalamazoo?
Because nobody would look for him there.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. She's got a good point, Minutes.
Now, granted, she has said that for years. I don't know if she actually still believes that because at some point, natural causes.
Well, I don't know, Elvis.
If he were alive today.
I don't know how old is he? He'd be in his 90s probably, right?
Yeah, probably older than that. I mean, when did he die? 77?
Something like that. His birthday is like in August.
August 8th or 9th.
Or 16th.
Trust me, we have to celebrate it every year.
Well, I'm sure you do. That's a good Elvis fan, your mom. That's when you see.
Are you looking up his born and dead dates?
Yeah, he was born January 8th, 1935. He died August 16th, 1977.
So
August
35,
16th.
he'd be 90, right? Wouldn't that be right?
Well, yeah, because my mom was born in 45 and she's 80.
Yeah, so
it'd be 90.
He'd be
probably not with us.
91 years old.
He's still alive.
No, he's not.
Well, I mean, he could be.
Well, not really. Not likely.
He could be.
It could be, but not likely.
I mean, he's in Kalamazoo.
With Michael Jackson. They're roommates.
You think? What would that nursing home be called?
Woohoo!
Unplug it, maybe.
Oh, that's what they're all trying to avoid there. It's not a DNR spot.
Hey, those nursing homes, I hear some great stories about them.
You don't have to get there, can you?
No, I can wait. I'm fine. I can wait. I've heard, and I don't know if this is factual.
No, it is factual.
More sexually transmitted diseases in an old folks' home than anywhere else.
That's probably true. I just know that when Yeah.
You got nothing, huh?
Well, what am I allowed to say and not allowed to say?
Come, you've been in this business a long time, Minix. You ought to know.
Well,
she didn't specify poundage.
Well, no, it's when my niece was going through nursing school and she got her LVN, and while she was working on her RN, she was working at some of those types of facilities, and some of these stories about some of those old ladies.
I was looking for the noodles.
Very much so.
Well, I mean, you saw Landman, right? Those old folks party hard.
They do.
They do.
They do.
Hey, Seymour Wiener.
You know, the worst part about it is
in Wienerville.
There's your bracket name.
Wiener.
There's your bracket name.
I love wieners.
Who is that guy? Damn.
You think I'm an idiot?
Candy Lee.
Candy Lee.
Well, speaking of old Jarrah, let's talk some Cowboys football when we come back. My bracket name's going to be about 10 feet long after I use everything. One of the newest Cowboys found a microphone and, started talking into it. We'll hear what he had to say when we continue here on the Blitz, a 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. First, let me brag a little bit about my Connecticut quality water softener. You know, I say it that way because I do want to brag on this thing. It is as advertised. It's the best water softener, the most popular water softener, and all of that is absolutely true, but there's a reason for that because it is outstanding. It is head and shoulders better than anything else I've ever had, and I've been in houses with other water softeners. This one is, again, head and shoulders better than anything I've ever had. And let me tell you what really sweetens the deal is their reverse osmosis drinking station that you'll get for free when you purchase a Connecticut quality water softener. Why is that important? Well, it's important for a number of reasons. Obviously, it just adds to the quality of water in your home because the Connecticut is going to do its thing with your dishwasher, your washing machine, and the shower. All of that is going to be great. But if you're tired of lugging in bottled water all the time, this reverse osmosis drinking station is for you because I got sick of that. And I got sick of filling up the recycle bin with bottled water. It's just, and it's not good for you. It's just not. You get a reverse osmosis drinking station, it's bottled water right there at your kitchen sink. It is fantastic. That is the sweetest bonus prize, if you will, that I've ever heard of from any company that wants to sell you a water softener or anything else. That is a heck of a deal. And they sweeten that with free money. 0% interest for 12 months. You can't beat the deal. Stop putting it off. Get it done. In fact, why don't you call them right now? 656-PURE, 656-7873, or you can get them online at ConnecticutSA.com. And you know the jingle. Sing it with me. It's the last water softener you'll ever own. Call 656-PURE. Connecticut.
Your professional indoor football team, the San Antonio Gunslingers, kick off Sunday, March 29th at Freeman Coliseum. Tickets on sale now. Season, group, individual. Bring your family, friends, or your crew. Get yours at sagunslingers.com. Guns up.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, save more on what goes into the job. Add power to your lineup with a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5 amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt 20-volt max tool. Plus, get up to 35% off select major appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, and more. Get the job done right. Keep more in your pocket. That's Pro Savings Days. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location. While supplies last.
Snapshot from Progressive wasn't created for just anybody. Oh no, we made it for you. Smooth accelerators. When that light turns green, you're off. Like a warm knife through firm butter. Going from 0 to the speed limit in an appropriate amount of time. Sure, your car has horsepower, but your horses prance around as silky smooth as your right foot. Fancy Prancerton. With Snapshot, safe drivers like you get personalized rates based on your driving habits. Sign up today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Snapshot not available in California or from all agents.
Ready to free your team from time-consuming office tasks? Amazon Business empowers leaders with smart business buying tools, leaving time to focus on strategy and growth. Free up your teams and focus on your future at AmazonBusiness.com.
Even if you've given up on your New Year's resolutions, one health habit that's easy to keep is Active Liver from New Nordic. Active Liver protects your liver so you can enjoy life to the fullest. Online at Amazon, in stores at CVS, Walgreens, and now GNC.
Find what you love and love what you find at Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
Get ready to swing into the official ultimate after-party experience at 90 Proof Bar and Grill. We're turning up the excitement after the big tournament with an epic celebration. See you at 90 Proof Bar and Grill, corner of Lucky Ranch and Highway 90, 90 Proof Bar and Grill.
America's #1 destination for lifted trucks, custom builds, and off-road ready vehicles is here. Lifted Trucks San Antonio is on the corner of I-35 and Judson. Shop over 1,000 lifted trucks online at liftedtrucks.com or visit one of our Texas locations today.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Thursday on the Morning Huddle, the tournament is official. We got 16 games to break down. Cannot wait. And the Spurs back in action on Thursday night. Got plenty to talk about. Don't be late. We'll get started at 6.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. Mornings 6 to 10 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Blitz with Jason and Joe on 90.
Well, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're having a great one out there. Certainly is a beautiful day here in San Antonio and South Texas. Thanks for spending a little bit of it with us here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe. He's Jason. And Cowboys have been kind of quiet a little bit. I mean, over the weekend they made a few moves, but, well, this week anyway, so far, they've been a little quiet.
Typical NFL. And the Cowboys did do a lot early on. And a lot of the new guys that are coming in, getting a chance to meet with the Dallas area media. I saw a Joseph Hoyt post from the Dallas Morning News that new defensive back P.J. Locke, Christian Parker, talking about him, says he hates gray area. Said the attention to detail helps prevent miscommunications. Mm-hmm. You think about how much we heard about miscommunications last year under Matt Eberflus. So obviously they go and they find a guy, and his guys are saying, yeah, that's not what he's excited about. You know, and you get, you know, another one in Kobe Durant, who comes in from the Los Angeles Rams, and this is a guy that comes in and plays with a lot of physicality.
I take a lot of pride into it because I'm on the smaller spectrum of things, and when I go out there, I don't think about it as much. I just be myself, be the land shark, and just go make plays.
I like to be the land shark. That's awesome.
Well, it is, because that's what he needs to do. He understands what his job is.
Sure.
Just create takeaways and get the ball back to Dak, and let Dak do what he do. I'm excited for it. Like I said, got great guys in that secondary, and I'm just, here to add on.
Here to add on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good. I hope he adds on. Not sure who he's talking about. DeRon Bland, maybe. And so, yeah, look, dude, you have no idea that you're going to be thrown into the fire and expected to produce.
I'm excited. Great group of guys, great instincts, great knowledge for the game, and we just going to feed off each other and, get the ball back to Dak. That's the main thing.
That's it. Get the ball back to Dak.
I love you, Dak.
He understands what he's doing. And again, you look at it and you think about all the possibilities between now and the draft. A lot of reports coming out today that at the Georgia Bulldogs Pro Day, Cowboys talking a lot with C.J. Allen. Who would be mad at that, right? But again, you look at that and you think, all right. Jerry talked about a plan the other day. And I know every year every team has a plan. And a lot of times the Cowboys plan doesn't look like it's a well-organized plan. It's a lot of thoughts and some Post-it notes here, there, and did I leave one at the house, and let me check the notes app in my phone, and what did we talk about yesterday? It feels that way a lot with the Cowboys. You know, there are a lot of people with a plan, and they're unorganized. And then you have those people that are overly organized, anal about it. This feels like a very organized offseason for the Dallas Cowboys, and you have to credit that to Brian Schottenheimer.
Well, sure, I'll give him credit. Why not? I think somebody, if it was Schotty that convinced Jerry to take a back seat in some of this stuff, then yeah, I think that's it. But again, for an old guy that's been doing it his way for a lot of years, since he bought the Dallas Cowboys, for him to change his stripes and to allow Schottenheimer to hire his defensive coordinator and let his defensive coordinator at least suggest and how the process worked, however it worked, but suggest the type of players that he wants to put on this roster.
And again, the negative part about having so much coordinator change is everybody has different ideas of what they want. And so like an entire draft class is gone, mostly defensive guys, because of something new. But quite honestly, as great as the Cowboys defense was last year, there's only 3 or 4 that probably need to come back. They need to have that kind of turnover, and Christian Parker needs to be able to steal the line from Bill Parcells. If he's going to cook the meal, he's got to be able to go grocery shopping and get the ingredients that he's looking for. And it certainly feels like the Cowboys more this year than maybe in years past are doing that. Although, let's be honest, Jerry talked about this the other day at the F1 deal. When was the last time there was this much turnover? I mean, every year rosters turn over, but it seems like their first time together, there's going to be a lot of guys, especially on the defensive side, being on the field together for the first time. It's not like 2 or 3 new faces. It's going to be in the double digits on that defensive side.
Well, look, it's like, I mean, some teams sometimes you just got to tear the house down and start over.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the Cowboys are doing, at least for the most part. But, I mean, as bad as that defense was last year, I don't know where the bright spots were, in all honesty. Maybe the defensive line after they made the trades and got some beef there, but I'm not sure where you look and say, you know what, the defense was bad, but guy X was pretty good. At least he did his job. I'm not sure where do you go to say that happened with anybody?
Well, I mean, there was that 3-game stretch. It was glorious 3 games in the middle of the season where you thought the defense was finally turning it around. But, yeah, I mean, individually, I think you could look at Clowney. I thought he played well, although he's unemployed. Obviously, Kenny Clark and Quentin Williams played well. Overshown while he was healthy. was showing signs. If he can play a full season, all right, you're good there. But man, I haven't seen it, so can I count on it? But yeah, the guys in the secondary, no. I mean, there's not much. It needed a lot of turnover, but that's kind of the point. They needed it, and the Cowboys are actually doing it, not saying, okay, well, if this guy and that guy and all the different excuses, the adjustments they thought they could make. And I realize when you're in the middle of the season, there's only so much you can do, and they did make the trade for Quinnen Williams in the middle of the season, and it did help for 3 games, but not enough. And then, of course, all the other injuries, and Overshown is the big one. But Kenny Murray, let's go back to some of those press conferences where they tried to tell you that 59 was actually playing good, and we don't know what we're talking about because we didn't know the plays.
Well, unfortunately for them, there's film. And even, guys from the outside looking in, you can look at a film and say, dude, what are you doing? And there were a lot of those moments there.
I mean, it was just bad all the way around. But again, during the season, they have to defend their guys. And to a degree, I get that.
That was an Eberflus guy anyway, was it not?
Well, no, the Sanborn guy who is now going back to Chicago, he's out. He was the one they brought in. Kenneth Murray was one of those one-year guys that, was supposed to be really good, and contract was cheap, just the way Jerry likes him. And you know what? Jerry got exactly what he paid for when it came to Kenneth Murray and his production last year on the football field.
That happens a lot. Now, look, Jack Sanborn has had some moments. I mean, I thought, okay, this guy is a guy that can come in and help this squad. And maybe, is he losing it? The Bears obviously don't think so because they're bringing him back. But maybe one guy in a mixture of
Well, I mean, a guy like Sanborn
can't make a difference.
Yeah, but again, if a guy like Sanborn, a guy like Murray, they can be good if you've got a bunch of 8, 9, 10 players and you're the 6 or the 7, right? Or golf analogy. You get your foursome together, you got your D player. Well, that's fine if you got an A, B, and C. But the problem is the Cowboys had nothing but D players, if that. And Kenneth Murray was awful. Just awful. And, by the way, still available for any team that would like to have him. There's a reason for that.
Sure. But, again, with what they've done, it's great. But there's still work to do. We talked about it yesterday with Shereen Williams, and there's still work to do on that defense. And an inside linebacker is where they need to – I mean, that's still the biggest concern. And a big part of that concern is because you don't know what Overshown is going to do. You don't know how healthy he's going to be. He could turn out to be the next superstar. If he can stay on the field and play the way that people think he's capable of playing.
Or he could turn out to be the next Sean Lee.
Either way, I don't care if he's good or not. It doesn't matter. They need some depth there. Shamar James hadn't really showed anything. Justin Barron, that's the place that they've got to go and improve that. I'm not sure drafting with that particular position is going to help right away. I would love to see him go out and get a veteran guy. I know they've tried, and I'll give them credit for that. But they need to go find somebody, whether that's somebody left in free agency or make a trade with someone.
Well, and again, and we know the Cowboys love to trade. I don't mind them drafting in that position either, as long as they make a trade and they have something reliable ready to go. The one thing that Shereen Williams did talk about yesterday, they still need to go find another edge rusher. We spent a lot of time talking about linebacker because, they have, all right, we need this, check. It's like you're going through H-E-B with your grocery list. Got it, safety, got it, corner, got it. We still need a linebacker. What aisle are the linebackers in? Dang it, they moved the linebacker aisle. Where's that at? But edge rusher, are the Cowboys truly set at edge rusher? They've got people in those positions, but is that enough? Or should that still be a focus? I mean, let's take the Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby out of the equation, but is there still an issue at edge rusher that, when we're in October saying, man, we thought they'd fix that, but they didn't?
But that's a position that I'm perfectly okay with him going and drafting that, because even if that player doesn't contribute right away, you've got some veterans in front of him. But you've got some depth and you've got a future there. So I'm perfectly okay with that. I just don't think you can do that at that linebacker position. I just don't think taking a chance and rolling the dice on a rookie to come in there and contribute right away at that position, as valuable as that is, that's the place where that concerns me more than edge rusher. And yes, I do think they need depth there for sure. But I just think that it's that inside linebacker position is the one that really concerns me more than anything else right now. I think the Cowboys have improved a lot, as is right now, but that is still, to me, a glaring weakness, and it's got to be addressed.
I mean, it's better today than it was all during the season last year.
No question.
That wasn't hard to accomplish. Now, Max Crosby, a Raider. Could he be? He finally talked about what went on in Baltimore.
And if you listen to him, he got royally screwed by the Ravens. You don't have to take our word for it, though. We're going to let you hear from Max Crosby himself when we return here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
And as Max Crosby knows, injuries happen. And when they do, at least for you, you can skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, strains, conveniently located in the Corey area with extended hours Monday through Saturday. They have on-site x-ray casting and bracing. In fact, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, but best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. So if you're injured, get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic. Learn more online at tsaog.com. That's tsaog.com.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roof Hub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roof Hub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the big blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roof Hub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
90 Proof Bar and Grill is the ultimate spot to catch a game and satisfy your cravings. Kitchen's open till midnight every day, serving up delicious bites to fuel your hunger. Plus daily drink specials. Make every night a winning night at 90 Proof Bar and Grill, corner of Highway 90 and Lucky Ranch.
When you're vacationing in your RV, there are some things you can always count on. Laying out on a hammock, waking up to birds chirping, and board games with the family.
What? It's not cheating.
Frank, you're scaring the kids.
Oh, come on, guys. We're having fun. It's family time.
With Progressive, your RV is protected 24/7, so you're prepared for whatever you don't see coming.
Technically, it's a loophole.
It's a children's board game. You're a grown man, Frank.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in D.C.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collisions since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney, an attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
Zach Bryan with Heaven on Tour. Saturday, March 21st, Alamo Dome. Wish I didn't, but I do. With special guests, Cam and J.R. Carroll. Tickets are on sale now at ZachBryan.com. Don't miss Zach Bryan live.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Where are you watching the basketball madness this Friday? Join the Blitz live at Novo Brewery, attached to North Star Mall. Basketball on every screen, happy hour prizes, and we're covering it all beginning at 2 o'clock. This is where brackets live or die. Novo Brewery this Friday.
4. All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94-1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th.
Yeah, it's officially sold out.
4. But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila.
Hope you're having a great Wednesday, whatever you're doing. Thanks for being here today and spending some time with us on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe, he's Jason. Neither one of us are named Max.
No. We're not.
We're not.
We're not. But old Max Crosby, on his podcast, The Edge.
The Edge.
Gave us at least his version of what went down with the Baltimore Ravens and the trade, Baltimore backing out of it. He was already in Baltimore and ultimately just said it was weird all day.
I went there, did my thing, had my MRIs. I was asking Joe, can I, before I left, I wanted to see the head coach and just chop it up, talk football, talk ball. He's a defensive guy, never met him before like that, so I wanted to chop it up. So I didn't get to meet with him till the end of the day. I didn't get to see the GM at all. I thought I was going to see him when I first got there. I didn't see him for 5 hours.
So he didn't come out the whole time you're testing or doing your physical. Everyone's talking about the GM never came once out to see you.
And I don't know why. I'm not going to speculate. I didn't see him one time. I even asked the girl. I was like, "Where's Eric at?" I want to say, you know what I mean? He just made the trade. I didn't see him for 5 hours. So I go and do my thing. At the end, they're like, "Yeah, I'll take you up." Joe was like, "I'll take you up and you go see the head coach, whatever, just before you leave." I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "That's what I want to say what's up to him." So I went back up and I dap him up, And I could just tell, like, the energy was a little bit off. And the GM was standing in, like, the hall, like, in the room next to me to the right. And that was the first time I seen him. And, you know, I'm just in my head, like, this is a whirlwind. Like, I'm so excited, like, fired up. You know what I mean? Like, this is a new opportunity, whatever. And you could just tell the energy was off. Like, I dapped him up. He had, like, a blank face. And I'm like, okay. I'm not thinking anything of it. Maybe he's just different. I don't know. I don't know him, whatever.
He dapped him up a couple of times.
Well, I mean, I get that. So he said that, one, they flew him into D.C., and then he had to drive over to Baltimore.
That's not that far, though, is it?
I mean, yes and no.
Well, it shouldn't have happened. I mean, you should have flown into Baltimore, of course.
The private airports are in Baltimore aren't open. Are they more expensive? That could be it.
I don't know.
I don't know. So he's on a 5-hour flight, then he has a 2-hour car ride. You just traded for Max Crosby. You gave up 2 number 1 picks. We've all seen enough of how this works. I mean, we're going to see it on the draft day, that number 1 pick. Private plane's going to land at the FBO, and everybody's there to greet him. So nobody was there to greet Max Crosby. And then all day, you've got your new stud in the building, and nobody's coming down to meet him. And it was as he said, everything he described seemed unusual for what you would expect for a big-time signing. I mean, this seems like, we got that unrestricted free agent dude that we just signed. He's getting an MRI. We need to meet him and sign some stuff. That didn't happen. And then how he was told about his knee.
I go into the room. They sit me down on the couch, and he's like, man, I don't know how to say this, but, you know, one of our doctors has concerns with, you know, with the results and whatever, and, like, with your knee, like, some of them have, you know, are concerned about the future and da-da-da-da-da. And, you know, we really want you, and this is what it is, but, you know, we're just going to have to get more and more opinions. And I was like, the first thought in my head, like, I was terrified because I'm thinking in my head, like, what the Like, I just had, like, Neil Elitrosh, best surgeon in the country, like, the best of the best. He's done all my surgeries for the most part. Like, that's my guy. Like, I go to his house. Like, that's my dude. Like, he's the best. So I haven't even got to talk to him, or I hadn't got to talk to CJ at that point. So it just kind of hit me. I'm like, what the is there something wrong? Like, I'm freaking out, like, low key, deep down. Yeah. I'm like, I can't get another surgery. I can't, like, my time on, like, this is up. So I'm like, what is going on, bro?
I don't know.
Beep, beep. I mean, look, I mean, now his surgeon certainly defends his work.
They tell me, like, yeah, we're going to get back to you. Like, we're going to get some more opinions and things. Like, we obviously want you, this, and that. And I'm like, all right. Like, okay, so we'll see. So I don't know. So then I leave. I'm like, this is what the Yeah. I get back to the hotel, bro. I'm like, what the is going on? Like, what does this mean? Like, I'm calling whatever. Then I talk to Neil, and Neil calls me, and he called me way down. He's like, Max, don't listen to any of that. He's like, your knee is great. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, or even ahead of schedule. He's like, you're doing everything right. He's like, they know you had your surgery 9 weeks ago. It's obviously, if you get an MRI, like, he's like showing me literally like the actual literature of like, this is where it needs supposed to be at from a meniscus repair. Like, there can be MRIs that could be misleading because it's still fresh in surgery and this and this and that. He's like, listen, you're doing everything right. Everything's going well. We're going to keep sticking to the plan. He's like, you will be back by training camp. That has been the damn timeline since the beginning. That hasn't changed. You know, your stuff, you know, obviously everyone's mentioned a bunch of different things. All these doctors are mentioning different.
And that's what was communicated out of your camp too, correctly? Like during this 100%, whole time.
100%. So that's the thing. I'm like, okay. So now I'm like kind of calmed down, but at the same time, I'm like, well, what the
You know, it makes you wonder though. Yeah, I mean, it really does. Because when he got back to Las Vegas, obviously he's pissed off. Look, he's Max Crosby. He's one of the best players in the NFL. And I mean, just it should at least show some, you know, some hospitality, if nothing else.
How we found out that Baltimore actually backed out of the deal.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there waiting for a call. I can't even sit still, bro. I'm like, what the Call CJ back. He hits me. He's like, yo, they're backing out. And it's crazy because their guy like called me. One of the Ravens guys called me and it's like, yo, we're trying to figure this out. You know, we're gonna get this done. Don't worry. Like 5 minutes later, CJ calls me. It's like, they're backing out. I'm like, holy. So I'm like frozen. I'm like, what the I'm livid, confused, the whole nine all in one.
Well, and he should be. I'd be pissed off too, wouldn't you?
Well, the fact that they didn't call him, they called his agent CJ. They didn't. He's in the building, and they're not meeting with him. I don't know that any of us ever actually bought we wanted Trey and Max both. We were financially, I don't know how that would work, but honestly, I think Trey Hendrickson became available, and they were like, well, it's basically the same dude, but we get to keep our 2 first-round picks.
Well, look, it had to have been something like that. I mean, Hendrickson was available anyway, but I don't know. Something changed, or the GM or whoever pulled the trigger on this thing got a lot of flack from everybody else. And you gave up 2 first-round picks for this guy when we can go out and get this guy. What are you thinking?
Well, I mean, is it again, the idea of them playing together, while that is something that the Ravens have said, I'm not buying that.
I don't buy that either.
But maybe they didn't think they were going to be able to get Trey Hendrickson for whatever reason. And so let's get this deal done with Max Crosby. And then the conversations with Trey changed. I got to believe, and again, we've seen enough of this. I don't care what sport. You make a major trade, and in this social media world, you get the big wigs at the private airport. Think about when De'Aaron Fox landed. Even the Spurs had stuff like that out, and nobody greeted him at the airport. And then he's in the facility all day. Nobody came to say hi. Nobody. I mean, just his version. And again, that's his version, his words. How the Ravens talk about it might be completely different, because it is. Well, if you go back to that initial press conference that their GM, Eric DaCosta, had right after, which, again, we listened to that when you're lying through your teeth.
The problem is, Jason, look, and if the knee is truly not healing, and some doctors say that, and that's the problem. But if it is, if his surgeon is right, why do you disparage a man like that? Because their excuse is his knee is just not right, and these doctors think it won't be right. So you're dealing with a man's career here. I mean, to me, that on its face is wrong.
Well, whatever your reasons are, and again, the opinion of their doctor, they looked at the scan, and again, they're all high-level surgeons. Dr. Cooper, who's the team doctor of the Dallas Cowboys, apparently one of them that they got the second opinion from, and it wasn't knocking the surgery. It was what the rest of that knee looks like, it sounds like, that they're worried about the future of it. I mean,
anybody could say that and say, yeah, we're worried about the future of his knee. It doesn't look very good right now. It's not supposed to look very good right now. The plan was, according to Max Crosby, is that he would be ready by training camp. So he'd be ready to go, healed, and fully ready to go by training camp. So, look, I'm convinced this is purely buyer's remorse.
Yep.
They wanted to get out of it. They found some doctors to say the knee doesn't look good, which is probably true. I'm not saying those doctors are lying. But when, again, if the surgeon says a different story, so you got doctors with differences of opinion, but I think it was buyer's remorse. They wanted to get out of it. And what I have a problem with, why not just, get out of it? You were in every right to get out of it. Just say, you know what, we regret giving up 2 first-round picks, and we don't want to do that and go back. But don't sit here and tell me that, well, the physical's this and his knee's that, and these doctors just don't believe he's ever going to be back. And that's just, to me, is just BS.
Well, again, and to your point, the Baltimore Ravens didn't break any rules within the NFL, and had every right to back out of it. I mean, that's the period in which they were in.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's official until the Wednesday.
Sure.
So you get a chance to sleep on it and have more meetings. But at the same time, and I know the business side of the NFL or sports in general can be a very, very, very nasty business. But you're right. They could have just said, yeah, you know what? We're getting Trey, and we're getting our picks back.
Yes.
And we're going to be just fine.
Just say that. You had every right to back out of that deal.
But at the same time, and maybe there's some truth that once they took the MRI and looked at it, they went, this might be more serious than it is. Let's give the Ravens a benefit of a doubt for a second, because Max Crosby, my knee's fine. My doctor says my knee is fine. He's my guy. We hang out. We're all of that, because he's got to do the damage control that his knee isn't that bad, just in case the Raiders do decide to trade him again. Now, and again, he's a Raider for life, feels like a Raider for life, says he's a Raider for life. The Raiders said they love him. They didn't want to trade him, but they did. And there's a reason they also shut him down, because they thought he was needed to get it fixed. So maybe there is a little bit more to it with the knee than just a meniscus. And the truth is kind of in there. Maybe there was some, that knee is far worse off than we thought it would be. That's scary and not worthy of the 2 first-round picks. I mean, who knows? Because it could be in both. Because you're right. They didn't have to come up with the failed physical story.
Well, they didn't have to do that. And the guy had surgery. I mean, the doctor fixed everything that was wrong, allegedly. So, I mean, and the reason the Raiders shut him down was because he had that injury that he needed surgery for. He wanted to keep playing, if you remember back to last year. So I just find this as dirty pool in many ways by the Baltimore Ravens. And you know what? Karma is a female dog. Mm-hmm. And if they pulled this off, and if they making this up just to back out of this deal, I have a feeling it's not going to end well for them. Something's going to happen to somebody, and it's not going to be good. And I don't wish that on anybody. Trust me, I'm not saying that. But I'm just to mess with a man's future like that by saying this, if it's not true, and we'll see in September. I mean, we won't know until September. If he plays, and if he's out there game one and he's Max Crosby that we all know, then we know the Ravens were full of crap.
Not necessarily.
Yes,
because again,
absolutely.
They're worried about the long term of the knee. So maybe it's going to be good for a year or two, but maybe not 3 or 4 or 5.
That's all they needed. He's only under contract for 2 more years.
Yeah, but then you re-sign him and you go from there.
You don't re-sign him if there's something wrong with the knee.
Yeah, but then that's really expensive for 2 years.
Well, if he plays for 2 years, you're fine. In the scenario you just painted, maybe he's good for 1 or 2 years, and that's all they need.
Can't they just go get a can of Fix-A-Flat?
I hope, and I don't give a damn about the Raiders or even Max Crosby for that matter. Never been taken up for anybody, but I hope that dude has an all-time great season, and I hope it just flies in the face of the Baltimore Ravens. I've never disliked the team more, I don't think. I hate them worse than even Pittsburgh.
Wow.
Isn't that awful?
That is alarming.
Yeah. So there you go. I hope you go 5-12, Baltimore.
You're giving them 5?
Yeah. I'll give him 5.
Do you hate him more than you hate that person that wears yellow pants?
It's close, Pledge.
I think he's a bum.
Yeah, it's close. It's close. Karma is a female dog.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens in September. That's for sure. Yeah, me fired up, Minix. I just hate messing with somebody's life and somebody's career if it's not true. If it's true, we'll find that out, and then, well, we'll go from there. But if it's not, then you're playing a dangerous game with somebody's career and somebody's life, and that's not a good thing. All right, when we come back, we will talk a little Spurs basketball. We kind of missed that segment a little bit earlier, but they deserve some kudos and some praise as the season begins to wind down. Can they catch Oklahoma City? Boy, that's the question of the day, and OKC is playing good basketball as well. We'll talk about all of that when we continue here on the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. Stevens Roofing, family-owned company, local company that has been in business since 1983. Unbelievable. I mean, that should tell you all you need to know about Stevens Roofing and the quality of work that they do and the reputation that they have, because you just don't stay in business that long if you're not doing it right, and certainly they're doing it right. And now they've added solar to what they do. If you've been thinking about solar panels, and I know a lot of you have, Stevens Roofing and Solar is the name you need to remember. The number you need to remember is 210-785-0994. Whatever your idea is, let Stevens Roofing and Solar know, and they'll put a plan together with you and make sure that it's going to do everything that you imagine it's going to do. If you stepped outside after that windstorm the other day and thought, man, something just does not look right on my roof, Stevens Roofing and Solar, the company you need to remember. They'll send a crew out to your house. They'll inspect your roof. They'll do it for free, and they'll let you know if there's any problems up there that need to be addressed. And if they do, well, you got the best right there, then and there, to get that thing done. They're the best in the business. Stevens Roofing and Solar, 210-785-0994, or you can get them online at stevensroofing.net.
This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, KTFM Floresville.
10-yard line, touchdown Vegas, what a wild finish!
Your home for the NFL.
Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits is welcoming new furry family members. 6,000 square feet of indoor play, 5 outdoor yards, and trained staff for your pup. Call 210-750-1298 today. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits.
The Valero Texas Open is a can't-miss event. Here's your chance to enjoy food, drinks, and the world's best PGA Tour pros as they tee it up at TPC San Antonio. You won't want to miss the unforgettable, unexpected, and winning moments at the Valero Texas Open. Proceeds help us continue a long-standing tradition of giving back to our community. Buy tickets on ValeroTexasOpen.com and join us April 2nd through the 5th.
Looking for the ultimate hangout spot? Swing by 90 Proof Bar and Grill, where the kitchen stays fired up till midnight, serving up all your game day favorites with daily drink specials. 90 Proof Bar and Grill, corner of Highway 90 and Lucky Ranch. Food, cold drinks, and live sports.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
America's #1 destination for lifted trucks, custom builds, and off-road ready vehicles is here. Lifted Trucks San Antonio is on the corner of I-35 and Judson. Shop over 1,000 lifted trucks online at liftedtrucks.com or visit one of our Texas locations today.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/Ground Advantage to learn more.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Attention coaches, educators, and booster clubs. Need a fundraiser that's different from the rest? With Gardenville, supporters purchase something they already need. High quality, locally sourced mulch and compost. Your organization earns money on every sale. Real products, real value, with support from Gardenville to keep it simple. Ready to grow your fundraiser? Visit garden-ville.com/fundraising. That's garden-ville.com/fundraising.
San Antonio
Antonio, your professional indoor football team is here. The San Antonio Gunslingers, competing in the Indoor Football League, the major league of indoor football. It's fast-paced, high-scoring action right in the heart of the Alamo City. Tickets on sale now for our season opener, Sunday, March 29th at Freeman Coliseum. Bring the whole family for fun and thrills, or grab a group package for your corporate outing. Visit sagunslingers.com today for tickets, schedules, and all the info. Gunslingers Football, San Antonio's pro team, San Antonio's pride.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
Well, the play-in portion of the NCAA tournament continues tonight. Prairie View A&M takes on Lehigh at 5:40. That's followed by one loss, Miami of Ohio and SMU at 8:15. You can catch both of those games right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star beginning at 5:30. And according to the Wall Street Journal, the NFL season will start on a Wednesday this year on NBC instead of its normal Thursday night start.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
Joe Reinagel.
That's the third time in 7 seasons the San Antonio Spurs are the NBA champions.
Jason Minix.
They go back to big day as Super Bowl champions. Dallas 52, Buffalo 17.
It's the Blitz on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
On a hump day.
Hump day.
Hump day.
Hump
You
day.
hit puberty?
I am going through puberty, yes. It's late in life. Happy hump day.
I love that camel.
Better late than never.
That's it. Finally got here. My goodness. My wife will be happy. Hope everybody's having a great hump day out there.
Still a juvenile.
Whatever you're doing, however you are doing it, thanks for taking some time to stop and visit with us here on the Blitz, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe Reinagel. He's Jason Minix.
On YouTube, go to our San Antonio Sports Star YouTube channel because tomorrow the tournament officially begins.
Yes.
And I say that. I know that we had games last night, hook 'em. We've got 2 games tonight, starting about, 35 minutes.
5:40, yeah.
The brackets on ESPN. Put your bracket. You know you have one on bracket. You're one of the 19 million people plus that have a bracket. Put it in the San Antonio Sports Star group. Go to San Antonio, search out San Antonio Sports Star Bracket Challenge 2026. But we noticed earlier, Reinagel had a cocky-ass name for his bracket. It said Brilliant. And people on YouTube called him out. So he went to go change it, and he changed it to
Unplug It, baby.
Unplug it, baby.
Except for somebody else that already named their
Already
bracket.
did that. So I feel bad. I don't want to, force that guy to change his name, although he volunteered to do it.
And Joe can't spell that.
I can't spell that, so.
So if you've got a name suggestion for Joe's Brilliant bracket.
I mean, if we keeping a buck right now, we ass.
Joe's ass bracket.
I mean, it fits. I mean, we've had.
Dude, I was told this weekend I've got no ass at all.
Well, I mean, that joke went out with the 70s, but go ahead.
Just saying.
I mean, but when
I'm serious.
I mean, but when you look at it and you think about it, there are so many potential names that Joe can name his bracket. So put them in the YouTube chat. He'll decide on one. Maybe he'll put them all in a name generator and come up with one later tonight after a couple of beers when he gets home from dinner. It is a possibility, or it's just going to be Joe's bracket. But there's some possibilities there. Now, what we didn't expect to happen is, all right, well, one that doesn't get picked as Joe's official bracket name could actually be used for what we rename Cesar Chavez downtown. Because apparently there's some stuff that's come out about this dude. And now everybody in the world is looking to rename stuff. Jordan Elder from News 4 tweets out that a city council woman, Terry Castillo from District 5, has already put together a proposal to rename that street.
Well, Governor Abbott has sent out a deal saying nobody is allowed, I guess, to celebrate Cesar Chavez Day.
Yeah, that's a holiday apparently coming up.
So, and look, if you haven't heard about this, the New York Times apparently has done an investigative report into Cesar Chavez, and apparently they claim he wasn't. He did some bad things to some girls.
He did a lot of bad things.
Yeah, a lot of bad things.
I mean, if you believe the reporting, which apparently has been going on for 5 years, it is sexual assault allegations, grooming. Just awful. Right?
Yeah.
Awful. So we got to rename things.
Yeah, we do, including my bracket. So if I'd rather see Don Harris shirtless.
Now, I don't think that's going to make the name. Could you imagine having to write that?
No, I'm not writing
on your envelopes.
Yes.
You know,
bigger than train smoke.
Yeah. Pull out your ID. Where do you live? I live on. No, but it's a possibility. I don't know. Can we go back to Durango?
Yes. I think it would be good. I didn't realize it had been that long. It's been since 2011. Is that when it was renamed?
Yep.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
According to Google.
Yeah, so it's interesting. And again, these are allegations coming from an investigation from the New York Times. And again, they've been working on this thing since 2021.
Obviously, he cannot defend himself.
No, he can't.
But the fact that so many are reading this and saying, all right, let's change. And it's expensive. And at least Terry Castillo does say that they also have to create a fund for residents who are going to have to absorb the financial burden of a street name change. I mean, just everything, your address labels, your new ID cards, the pain in the ass to go into everything that has your address in an account and get that to change. Just like they did when they went from Durango to Cesar Chavez to begin with.
Well, did they pay people then?
It's what it says.
Oh, okay.
In this tweet from
purchasing
new checks. Now, I don't think that needs to happen.
Do people still use checks?
My mom does.
Yeah.
Joe, do you use checks?
I don't. I don't use checks.
Do you have checks?
Mm-hmm. We do. But I think we've had them since we opened the account.
Yeah.
We certainly haven't reordered. I know there's some things, I guess, that from time to time that you need a check for some reason or another.
A lot of businesses use checks. Nothing wrong with that. Don't write a check at HEB, though.
No.
I mean,
although I guess you can if you want to still, right?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
And my mom does.
Okay.
But don't be that person.
I can't remember the last time I wrote a check, to be honest with you.
Do you remember how to write a check?
I think I could remember how. I don't. We just don't know because I haven't done it in a while. But I don't think you need a check for toys like that, Pledge. You order them online, I would assume.
See, stuff like that you want to use cash, so there's no there's no trace.
How do you use cash though?
How do you use cash?
I mean, you would have to go to a store physically to do that.
Well,
but
sure.
if you're embarrassed to do that and you don't want to show your face, you order it online.
Explain to me how that works, sir.
Well, I don't know, but I'm just saying.
Comes in discrete packaging?
I don't think you can. I mean, you can't send. I guess you could send cash in, and then they got to get the cash and then send you your toy. By then, you're too damn old to use it. So, I mean, my goodness.
Spicy and naked.
Oh no! See now, here's what's coming up. It's going.
Pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. We've got Jacob C, which is different from Jacob Eric, I think. Said Pop Way. We're talking about Greg Popovich now.
Greg Popovich. Well, I mean, the airport ain't going to work, so a downtown street.
Uh-huh.
Will we have to honk down that one?
Well, that's commerce.
Is that going to be that would be close to where the new arena is going to go?
It is.
Cesar Chavez right there. I mean,
if
that would, I'm not opposed to that.
All right. Flipping to the very serious. Greg Popovich, Red McCombs. I think Red McCombs.
Yep.
A major
huge
street. I mean, you think about so many people in San Antonio. You go back to the history, the Lila Cockerels, and I know there's already a lot of things named for some, but you talk about major roadways and who is deserving of an honor like that. Pop, especially if the new Wemby Center is on there, certainly would make sense. Although, could you imagine having to write Popovich on the back of an envelope?
No, you write Popway or
a Popway
or something.
It's an official street. We might end up calling it Popway, but Pop Street, Pop Boulevard.
Go to down Pops.
Pop Avenue.
Something, but you're right. Popovich would be difficult, although if you had to, you'd know how to do it. I mean,
sure.
I know how to spell Popovich. I'm sure you do too.
But again, though, I mean, how many people on Greg Popovich Way would misspell it with one G?
Would it be Greg Popovich?
It would have to be.
Or would it just be
if it's Cesare Chavez, then it would have to be Greg Popovich.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, it wouldn't have to be like B.J. Red McCombs. It would just be Red McCombs.
Well, sure. So that's why I think you could say Pop.
Yeah, but Pop could be anything.
G-Pop.
G-Pop.
G-Pop Way.
Isn't that what your grandkids call you?
G-Pop. No, it's not. It's
Some
a good idea,
grandkids
though.
do.
It's a good idea. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. These political fights, man, I don't know. I don't know, obviously, if this investigation is true, but a lot of politicians, not just here in Texas, wasn't there something in Arizona, too?
I saw a tweet. Well, obviously, in Phoenix, they're still going to honor the holiday because of the work and all the farmers and everything that was in that really long email trying to explain, that's kind of gross, but we're still getting the day off, right, is basically what that email said. It's too late to change the school calendar.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. And again, if that investigation is true, and a lot of people are believing it so far. So, honestly, I've never heard of that. I've heard that Chavez did a lot of good things for the workers back in the day. And, so, I don't know. Look, all I know is, Minix, there's not any of us that – now, that's not any of us that are perfect, right? So – I'm not saying if he did what he's accused of doing, obviously that's unforgivable.
Yes, and you go from there.
Yeah.
I'm reading some of the.
That's great radio, man.
I know.
Good job.
Well, should I make fun of the mayor or not?
Yes.
Because
I want a deal.
Gina Ortiz Jones Way.
Yeah, no, that's not
Gina's
happening.
Way.
Well,
in front of the new Wemby Center would be pretty freaking funny.
Wow. That would be. Absolutely.
I want a deal way.
I want a deal.
I got a deal.
Gina's Way, here's where the arena was supposed to be.
I got a deal. That's what happened.
You gonna put that street in Vegas?
How about Durango? That worked for a long time.
Durango's good. I'm okay with Popovich too. If the Wemby Center goes there, that'd be kind of cool. So we'll see what happens and how
David
where
Robinson
this
Boulevard.
goes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan. George Gervin. I mean, you could have a lot of different streets over there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be kind of cool. We'll come and wrap things up. Minix and I have early release today. It's like getting off at noon. We've got NCAA. Oh well, you know what I mean. For us, it is. I don't know what I'm saying.
Obviously.
NCAA basketball is coming up. The second night of the play-in portion of the NCAA basketball tournament starts about 5:40, so we're going to bail. You can hear that game, both games, in fact, tonight right here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. We'll wrap things up when we continue here on The Blitz. First of all, I got to tell you where we're going to be on Friday. Yep, Friday we're going to be out at Novo Brewery. Now, Novo Brewery is San Antonio's newest sports watching destination. Let me tell you where it is. It's attached to North Star Mall. When I say attached, you can get into Novo from the mall. If you're inside the mall, you can get there. There's an entrance. But Novo has its own entrance right there. So you park in the parking lot, go down Rector, you pull in the parking lot, park, and they've got their own entrance. Not to mention the fact that they don't follow the mall's hours. All right, they're open late. So you don't have to worry about, the mall closes at X, so is Novo. They don't do that. They've got their own hours. It is a great place. It really is. 8 massive LED screens, 80 feet of LED video walls. They've got 60 different craft beers you can choose from. And they've also got a huge selection of domestic beer on tap as well, and of course in the can and bottle. And then if you've never tried kombucha, they've got that on draft. And it's pretty good stuff, I have to admit. And then there's the food. My goodness, the cherry on top of the food. It is absolutely fantastic, and they've got a huge variety. Their menu is long and lengthy, and all the food is good. Ribeye steaks, they've got wings, they've got burgers, sandwiches, they've got all kinds of stuff. And let me tell you, it is absolutely delicious. Whatever they do and how they cook that stuff is second to none. It is absolutely fantastic. Make plans to come see Jason and I on Friday. We'll watch the second day of the first round of the NCAA tournament. We'll be broadcasting there from 2 to 6. Go check them out before you get there so you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is novobrew.com, N-O-V-O brew.com.
Get ready to swing into the official ultimate after-party experience at 90 Proof Bar and Grill. We're turning up the excitement after the big tournament with an epic celebration. See you at 90 Proof Bar and Grill, corner of Lucky Ranch and Highway 90, 90 Proof Bar and Grill.
March Marathon means more deals at North Park Chevrolet in Castroville. Get a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew for $489 a month, 0 down. Or drive a 2026 Colorado for $394 a month, 0 down. All North Park vehicles get 4.45% financing for 75 months, all month long. Open till 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday. Together, let's drive. North Park Chevrolet, 10 minutes by Loop 410 in Castroville. Must qualify. Call 830-355-2107 for full price and offer details.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
Hi, I'm Jason Thompson, and I've represented folks here in San Antonio injured by negligent drivers for more than 30 years. If you or a family member has been seriously injured, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson, at 210-900-0400. I've heard from many of my clients that after they were involved in a collision, they would get phone calls asking them to hire an attorney. This is highly irregular and probably illegal. Any attorney that is trying to contact you either directly or through a marketing company is not the kind of attorney that you should trust with such a serious matter. Quite frankly, it's creepy. If you call me, we will speak directly. If you hire me, it will be after you and I have talked. I will explain what I can do for you, and you can decide what you would like me to do next. The phone call and the consultation are free. Getting a smart result requires that you make smart decisions along the way, and that's my job, to help you and your family make smart decisions, and that's based on more than 30 years of experience. If you've been injured in an accident, call me, Jason Thompson, at 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
America's #1 destination for lifted trucks, custom builds, and off-road ready vehicles is here. Lifted Trucks San Antonio is on the corner of I-35 and Judson. Shop over 1,000 lifted trucks online at liftedtrucks.com or visit one of our Texas locations today.
Find what you love and love what you find at Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, find what you love only at Total Wine and More. Drink responsibly, B21.
Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits is welcoming new furry family members. 6,000 square feet of indoor play, 5 outdoor yards, and trained staff for your pup. Call 210-750-1298 today. Bluebonnet Bunkin' Biscuits.
I love my Kinetico water softener. Dave here, and yes, I own a Kinetico. Other water softeners just can't measure up. So if your old unit keeps breaking, leaking, or burning through salt, stop paying for frustration. A Kinetico doesn't run on electricity. It powers itself using your water flow and only cleans itself when needed, not on a timer. And Kinetico backs its efficiency claims with independent testing through the Water Quality Association. Connecticut protects your plumbing and appliances. It helps dishes and fixtures stay cleaner and leaves your skin and hair feeling better. And right now, with the purchase of a Connecticut, you receive a free reverse osmosis drinking station at your kitchen sink. For clean, pure water 24/7, call Connecticut of San Antonio and the Hill Country, 210-656-PURE, and tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
ConnecticutSA.com.
License number 38961.
All right, fellas, quick heads up. The 94-1 San Antonio Sports Stars Spring Golf Classic at the Golf Club of Texas on Monday, March 30th. Yeah, it's officially sold out. But don't worry, you can still be part of the fun. Join us after the round for the ultimate golf after party at 90 Proof Bar and Grill at Lucky Road Ranch and Highway 90. Cold drinks, great food, and about 1,000 exaggerated stories about the one drive that almost hit the fairway. The sold-out Spring Golf Classic, presented by Flight by Yingling and sponsored by Jesse Hernandez, the Texas Chancla, Jim Beam, and Sarah Auto Group, On the Rocks Premium Cocktails, PPL Motorhomes, and Hornitos Tequila. Your home for the Dallas Cowboys is 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Back here on the Blitz, 94-1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm Joe. He's Jason. Spurs back home. They'll take on the Phoenix Suns tomorrow night inside the Frost Bank Center. Phoenix hasn't been playing too well as of late, although the games they played against the Spurs, they've been competitive. So it's not a game certainly you could take for granted. And at this point in time, I don't even worry about the Spurs not taking anything for granted anymore. I think they've proven that they go into every game regardless of who they're playing, and they play well.
Although the way they started against the Clippers a couple of nights ago, down a couple of touchdowns early, but they battled back, then had a big lead, then they lost it. But they ended up getting that win. Last night, it wasn't even competitive because Sacramento failed to give a damn, didn't show up, but the Spurs did. A franchise record 25 made threes.
And boom goes the dynamite.
It was just incredible. And you think about De'Aaron Fox last night, playing back in his old city. Defense obviously is a big key for this team, but offensively, the fact that there's no ego, and he talked about how all these guys like each other, they don't care who really gets all the buckets.
Like I said, we have guys that can put the ball in the basket themselves, but we enjoy playing together. We enjoy seeing each other succeed, so that makes sharing the ball that much easier because obviously Vic can isolate, I can isolate, Steph, Dylan, we have a bunch of guys that can just go out there and go get it, but we don't play that way, and we know that. Throughout the course of a game, there are times where we do have to just be able to go out and get a bucket. But we continue to move the ball. And like I said, just try to make, our offense that's already good, we try to make it easier on ourselves. And being able to move the ball does that.
No doubt, because you're moving guys. That was the beautiful game. Remember?
Yep.
Back when the Spurs were winning championships, the beautiful game was ball movement. And that's what they did, and that's how they found their offense and were able to be as good as they were. So I'm glad that they're going back to that. De'Aaron Fox is a great facilitator, as is Steph Castle. So
great win last night. Maybe you stayed up all the way till the very end. I did. And I also had a really good time at the Roo Pub celebrating St. Patrick's Day. And I know because of St. Patty's Day, a late Spurs game, a lot of you are sluggish today.
Yeah.
It's not because you're old, or maybe it is, but you want to feel old? Did you hear Jadarian Price, the running back from Notre Dame, on Kay Adams today?
Is there a quarterback that you would dream to catch passes from? Who are some of those guys?
Probably Dak Prescott.
Really?
Just because I grew up watching and I was a Cowboys fan growing up, but that's just one. There's so many more, but I'd be on the catch from anybody. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
I'm laughing because the idea of you growing up watching Dak, who's he's not Aaron Rodgers' age, a guy, or Stafford even. You grew up watching Dak. That's hilarious. I can't. Hey, Dak Prescott, who I know and love. Dak, I want you to see this. They grew up watching you. I want you, Dak, to feel what that feels like.
I think Kay's
and I want to hear
feeling
from
old.
you, Dak, on our draft class.
that.
You're the guy who was, the poster, metaphorically speaking, on their wall. That's crazy.
Yeah, and the peak of being a Dallas Cowboys fan, I was in middle school. And that's when Dak and Zeke came on the scene, and that was like what they were doing. Like
Twist
Zeke
the
was my
knife.
favorite running back. Like,
Oh, my God.
so it's weird. Like now I'm in the position where, okay, I got to go out there and be competitive against these guys and show what I can do. So.
Wow.
As in middle school.
What? I can't wait for Prescott to answer that question.
I mean, Zeke technically is out of the league.
Well, he won't be going to Dallas. I feel pretty certain about that because they're pretty well set at running back. So we'll see. Did you hear Brian Anderson last night? He was clearly sick, laryngitis. He's not going to do the first round of the NCAA tournament. He's going to be replaced so he can get his voice back. Jason Benetti is going to replace him during the first round only. So obviously Brian Anderson, a San Antonio guy. We've known Brian for a long time. And
Get better, man.
He is, yes, get better. And he's been damn good. He really has. The meteoric rise after paying his dues, let me tell you.
A lot of times with the missions
Ain't
and
kidding.
Doing behind-the-scenes work with the Spurs before he got a chance to get in front of the camera, and has certainly done well. So hope BA gets better soon. Although Benetti is, you talk about a rising star in the business.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's been there for a long time. Benetti's fantastic.
Well, that's good. And Brian Anderson will be back. He's good. I like listening to him. How do you guys like listening to the Morning Huddle? That AJ guy and, Rob, because they're going to get you started at 6 a.m. tomorrow with their first reaction as to getting the NCAA tournament. No extra innings with Pledger tonight because we do have NCAA basketball. That's coming your way next here on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. But never fear, because Jason Minix and I, we'll be back tomorrow right here in front of these microphones at 2 o'clock discussing and watching the NCAA tournament. Till then, have a great night.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning